Hey, what's up, B? You in the zone? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, man. Hey, people. Hope everybody's doing great. Today, we're going to sip on this Smoke Wagon Uncut and Unfiltered straight bourbon whiskey from Las Vegas. 56.6% alcohol. So, 112, 113 proof. You know what I mean? Yeah.
113, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it. Let me read what it says on the back. Smoke Wagon, barrel strength bourbon. Not all barrels are created equal. Only the best, most flavorful barrels earn the right to show off their full potential. Enjoy this bourbon in its truest form, uncut and unfiltered. Wild and untamed, not for the faint of heart. And if y'all don't know, Smoke Wagon is from Nevada, Las Vegas, distilled at Nevada H&C Distilling Company. I want to try it. I don't know. You know anything about it other than the basics?
I don't know anybody. I heard it was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm going to try it. I'm looking forward to it. Now, the problem is going to be me opening this.
You can do it.
You know, it's so funny. I've been talking about, you go to certain liquor stores and you be like, hey, do you got this? No, we don't have that. Then you go look on the shelf and it's right there. How are you going to run a liquor store? You don't even know what you got on the shelf. Oh, I knew. I'm sorry, man. I thought you was talking about the other Smoke Wagon.
Do you got Hennessy?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. They come back with some Cavassier.
Yeah.
You say Hennessy, right? No, that's Cavassier, but it's cognac. Wait, let's go for this. I can get this. Oh, it's not even a pop.
But you gotta do that though.
It's not gonna pop, but I will say the bottle is beautiful. You guys can't see. This bottle is fantastic.
It's cool.
There, I'm trying. I'm like in and out. Yeah, let's pour some. This is a date bottle, October 28th, 2021, batch number 106. This is a fantastic looking bottle. Very light in color. You guys can see it. Here you go, B.
Thank you, sir.
Let's give it a twirl. Let's make it happen. And I suck at the twirling. I gotta concentrate to make it happen. Concentration. I'm concentrating. I'm like the worst. There we go. We got a little squishy and splashy. Open up to smell these aromas. Smell the fantasticness. You can get a good smell?
Yeah, I smell a red apple.
Sometimes I gotta pour more. Because for me, I'm not getting much right at this moment.
Pour more.
I don't want to. Let me
pour more.
Hey, what's going on, Tipper Fidelis? Hope you're doing good. Great afternoon to you. Yeah, we trying this Smoke Wagon. I've never had it. I'm looking forward to it. B is telling me he smells apples. That's more of those sweetness. I started to smell like some of that.
Brown sugar.
The nose, the sweetness. It's not sweet. It's not too. See, sometimes I wonder if I should pour more. I pour a little bit.
Pour more.
Where do you get that from?
It sound like me playing Street Fighter or something, or some video game. Pour more.
No, let me. Yeah, I don't get, like on the nose, I'm not getting a lot. Maybe you are, but I'm getting a little sweetness.
Yeah, see, I get apple pie.
Okay, I can see that.
A warm apple pie, like it's been sitting on the counter for a little bit.
I'm really into it. I mean, I'm not getting a lot, but let's drive in and see what it tastes like.
Okay, let's go.
Well, cheers. Ooh.
That's good.
Ooh. Man. Let me try that again. Wait. Wait. Hold on with that one.
That's how you know it's good when you start smiling.
Yeah, but I want to smile. I mean, this is pretty fantastic here. Like, really. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Wait. You know that graham cracker, brown sugar, a little bit of syrup, like even the viscosity of it a little bit. And you think it's not, it's like a weird, it's not a peaty, but a slight smoke to it. You think because it's called smoked wagon.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking it's not the warmth, it's the, wow, hold on. Wait. Wow. Like, wow, this is like almost make me want to shed a tear. Wow. Like,
That's
is that good? Yeah, that's for real, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's in that 9er range already. Like, what? Like, I'm really can't, like, sometimes you taste something and you like, really? Like, hold on. Like, hold on. Let me go again. Cause I'm just, hold on.
It stick with you too.
You gotta think about this, man. It's that good. It's got a lot going on here. It's that good.
It stick with you like it's long. The finish to me is long.
Yeah, man. This deserves to stay in the shot. I mean, my gosh. I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit. So you see a little bit of the smoke wagon. My gosh. This. If you see this anywhere, you need to go get it. I'm just telling y'all right now. Mapley, like I want to, like, hold on. Let me just. My gosh, vanilla a little bit chocolatey. Man, it's good. A little oaky, not like it's just it's a cornucopia of goodness. That's yeah. I'm really surprised by. Let me this and this is one of the better looking bottles. Just the way it looks. It's like it's not overly done, but it's like it's attractive. Like I actually when I saw it, I said, man, it's a nice looking. It's not just it's a unique bottle. It's like they did some not too
nice
much
looking.
Yeah,
tastes good.
Yeah.
The price, what was the price on it?
I want to say it was around $70. What I think maybe 80. It wasn't like overly expensive. Can't really remember. Maybe it was 99. I don't know. But it's in that range, 70 to $90. You know, because I think I got this. I got Redwood Empire, and then I bought that what was it, Fluffinator, whatever it was, Nominator, whatever that beer, the sour that was good called. Did I buy another one? Yeah. So, my gosh, the smoke wagon.
Yeah, it's like ground cracker.
Mm-hmm. Get that. Get it, but you can say apple pie, chocolate. Yeah. Oh, you say marshmallow. S'mores, like you saying, right?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Mixed in like a little.
I can eat it. I get that little bit of a snicker. Like it's just good, man. And I like this. Like really, like, and the finish is nice. It's like warm, but it is not overwhelming. It's just like it's just sitting there.
Yeah, like I'm here.
Let me just make a joke. It's sitting there in the back of your throat, like
Yeah. We'll make love to your tongue for a little bit.
It's really quite good. You guys, I don't know. I think this is absolutely delicious. My gosh. Like, yeah. And it's one of those barrel strength ones that don't even like seem like it when you're drinking it. It doesn't even seem like overwhelmingly. You know what I mean? It's not like hit you. Ooh, it's not uppercut. It's not in the gut. It's like, wow. Now, I don't know how attainable this is, but it is.
Pour me a little more?
Yes, sir. I'm going to pour me a little bit more. I'm just trying to savor it. I'll pour you a good splash.
Nah, just a.
Tell me when. You got to tell me when.
When?
All right. Sure that's enough?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to finish mine before I just want to empty it out.
Good. It's like.
Yeah, really, man. I'm really.
Just want to make love to the glass.
Let me sit on the couch and watch a good movie or play some video games on a type thing. This is really. Whew. Yeah, I think it's really, really, really good, bro. I don't know if I'm overstating it, like sometimes I don't know some people. Like I think I drink a lot of bourbons. I do, and I think I know what a good bourbon is. And I try to diversify my palate, so I don't stick to bourbons. I drink scotches, or regular whiskeys, Japanese whiskeys, Irish. It doesn't matter where it's from. Blends, it doesn't matter. And yeah, I think this is really, really good. It's a unique experience, and I just can't wait to see what more they do with Smoke Wagon, because it's out here. I'm glad I can get it. What do you say? What do you say? I'll keep an eye out for it, but I'm not holding my breath. Here in Idaho, they just list Eagle Rare 10-year as an allocated bottle, not really understanding our distribution out here. You already know, hey, you want to send you one, hit us up, email, or better yet, I can tell people, join the higher tier of the Patreon if you got to come in, and then we'll take care of you. But, you've been around, email me, funwithwhiskey@gmail. Give me an address, man. We'll pour you a little sample. Not a problem doing that. I like to share. Truthfully, we get on it. Just spread the word. Check out Fun with Whiskey. He hooks it up. My gosh, it's good. So, okay, I had a question then. Temper, Fidelis, what's the best that you can get in Idaho? Sometimes when I talk to people, it makes me want to go to just to experience what it's like. Man, this is actually very, 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 very good. Very, very.
So like the Palpatine, very good at it. Very good.
Good etiquette. Like I poured a more. I'm not, I don't know, blown away, but I'm close to it. Like it's really on that level. It's really on that at higher than what I think. You think it's gonna be like okay, so when you get to the 8 range, to me, you're great. When you get to the 9 range, it's like fantastic. Like it's in that fantastic range for me, like the Belvinis. This is me. Like I got Scotch is in that range, it's messing me up. Like what really messes me up because I drink it. Like got to do daily. Hey, hanging AZ, what's going on, bro? Hope it's going all good, man. I like to share that. Hey now, fellas, we having it. We drinking Smoke Wagon, and if you don't know, if you can find this, you need to get it. This is the Uncut, Unfiltered, and my gosh, it's great. What we're gonna say is, we got to do that. Like I think I'm gonna start doing a daily. B&B talk about it, just a daily sipper, and maybe for a week or a daily. But I'm starting to figure out what my daily sippers are. Like Evan Williams Bottled and Bond is like I love it as a daily sipper, like a daily sipper. I think the Horizon will move into my daily sipper rotation. If you want to go cheap, I think Mellow Corn is moving in. It is there. So I've just got to think if I could stay in the $30 or below range, what would be my favorite 5? I can't wait to this weekend because I get to do the Old Foresters 100, the Eagle Rare, and the Cooper's Craft Whiskey Wars. I'm looking forward to really, really trying that out. I'm just, man, this is good. Yeah, man, my gosh, this is really, really. Whew, that's like I tell people, man, y'all don't really know, man. You need to reach out. But it's funny. I think we connect with Smoke Wagon on Instagram. And we got Fun with Whiskey on Instagram, and I need to say, man, just had your Uncut, Unfiltered, and my gosh, this is great. I mean, we live so close to Vegas, man. I want to go now. I want to go to now. I have a reason to go to Vegas because this Smoke Wagon is so good. I really want to. I want to get out there. What's going on? I'm missing out what you guys are talking about. What do you say? Temper Splitter says, just go to the site mixedblendenjoy.com. They list the majority of what we might have here. It's all state run, and we have a lot of Mormons. Just saying, okay, I'll check it out. Mix, blend, enjoy. That's dope. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, mix, blend, enjoy. What do you say? I still need to check out the standard Smoke Wagon for comparison. Yeah, we do too. No, but I'm saying we need to stand it out as comparison. We need to do that too. Mm-hmm. What do you say? Hanging AZ. They saying, hey, what's up, each other? Hey, Independent Joe. Cheers to you, bro. Cheers, bro. Oh man, this is real good, Brother Joe. Real good. This Smoke Wagon Uncut. Whoo, I don't know what other people be thinking, man. All I want is something that's, when it comes to bourbon, when it comes to whiskey in general, I want something that's good. I want somebody to say, yeah, buy it. It's good. This should make you want to smile. Yeah, but they got another Smoke Wagon, don't they? Another one?
think one in between.
Yeah, I think I saw it. Next time I go to the store, hey, we about to do a comparison for y'all. Smoke. This is we got this, and we got this. Double fist in the smoke wagon. Put them over on the screen, you know. Man, that's what I want to know. Do you enjoy it? Do you don't? I mean, I'm telling you, if you live in I hope the Western region where I'm at, I think I'm gonna have to buy a couple more bottles of that Hearst Horizon because it's such a good daily sipper. Just like every time I see Evan Williams bottles in Bond, I was like, man, you can't for 100 proof or Wild Turkey too. Wild Turkey 101 could be a daily sipper for me. I think it's that great because it's not too expensive. I like that. I really like that. Man. What's say? I was looking for Sacred Stave Arizona bourbon today, but no luck. Everybody's saying what's up to each other. So I want to hear what everybody else's favorites are. Like for me, man, I'm still like, I don't know what people think. I've been drinking for a long time, but really getting heavily into bourbon and whiskey. Thanks to my boy B. I'm really starting to pick out what I'm loving. But I'm really like Whiskey Wars and the people, Whiskey Wars especially, got to shout him out, has really made me think about what's the best cheap stuff that you can get. And I'm still working on it. B, you got a better list of what's the best for cheap. I don't yet. So I'm still working on it. Like for $30 and below, you know, a lot of this stuff is Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey, it's like the king. But I think that because Whiskey Wars to the Horizon, Hirsch was like $40, but where we at is $27. It's easy to get. So I'm like, as long as it's still good. Man, I think it's a $80. The way it tastes is that good to me. I don't know. People, maybe my palate is messed up, but I think it's great. You about to go in for this other one now?
Well, so I was going to tell you that last sip, it felt like a liquid brownie, and I think I remember this one tasting like a liquid brownie.
Hanging AZ asked me what was the price of it. I forgot. It's either $79 or $99. It was either $79 or $99. So I'm gonna say it was $79. I forget. So it should be in the $79 and $99 range.
I see where it's on Total Wine and More. On Total Wine and More, it's 70.
So it was 79. It was 79.
It's okay, 76. The Uncut is 76. The small batch. That's a small batch, right?
Yeah, this is Smoke Wagon. I don't know if it's a small batch. Let's look it up. No, there's another one. This is just a straight bourbon whiskey. This is the regular one.
Okay, so the in between.
Yeah, that's the other one I saw. Had a bottle more like this one.
Yeah.
They had a different bottle. This is the cheapest one.
Yeah, the cheapest one.
The Halloween. This is a Halloween looking one. Yeah.
The one in the middle is $59.99. The Uncut is $76.99 on Total Wine.
Yeah, that was Hanging AZ said what was the price, and I think it was even $79.99. And then Hanging AZ says I want to hear what everybody got to say. He's Hanging AZ says Makers 101 had made it my top 3 affordable. And then Peter Joe says Russell Reserve 10 years around $30, $35. I gotta compare that. I know, but I think that Horizon, like the Hirsch HIRCH is better than the Russell Reserve 10 year. I think that's just my opinion. But I got like B says, I always say that, but let's do a blind and put them all together, then you'll know. And so I'm with that. I'm starting to get what he's saying because you think it, but maybe you just bias at that time. Because like the other night, I was let me tell you, I'm a gamer, I'm a geek. So I was playing No Man's Sky to pass some time. I think I was playing No Man's Sky. And so, I think I was telling you, I started off drinking, what was the weakest? I can't think. I started off something that was like 80 proof, can't remember what it was. And then I went to Evan Williams, and I went to Wild Turkey. And then I went to Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Like I'm just put a little splash of them. And I was thinking, which one tastes the best out of those? And it was, to me, Wild Turkey and Evan Williams Bottom of Bond was like, which one would I pick? Like Wild Turkey was really good. And so Evan Williams was really good. And then I did the Hirsch. I started with the Hirsch. Then I went to Evan Williams, so that was 100. Then I went to Wild Turkey 101. And then I went to Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, the latest one, which was like, what? It wasn't that strong, right? Like 120 maybe? Was that? Or, I can't remember.
It was like 120.
Yeah. And I was like, man, I would be happy with the cheaper ones. Like, think about that. The Elijah Craig is the most expensive one. But if it was a conquering, like the cheaper $20, $30 bottles. Like I always think about that. So sometimes you want to go get those wells of bourbons, but they're not always worth it. Like you always talk about Old Carter, and I was looking at the Shelf Turds, and they was looking at the new thing. I was looking at those Old Carters, and you really love Old Carter. And I said I want to buy another one because I didn't love it like you did. But that's because some of the cheaper ones are so good. Why spend your money on something that's $200 a bottle unless it's got that Johnny Walker Blue Label, Macallan 18 like experience, like, and I'm still cool on that. I'd rather drink the Belvine Double Wood or that type of stuff if you're going to scotches, or you get what I'm saying? Like some stuff like Wild Turkey 101 is so good. Do you even need? Well, I can't say that. It depends what all your Craig you're getting. But I can be cool with Wild Turkey 101 and not drinking a lot of Craig Barrel Proof. Grab when I get it, but it depends if it's not always consistent. You know, some of them are better than others. That's just my thoughts, though. That's me going off on a tangent. You guys are chatting it up now. So let's go on. Wild Turkey Rye is scarce. Hold on. That's hanging as he says. Wild Turkey Rye is scarce, and where are you at? 70. Yeah, I was bought a 79.2 yesterday because they always got there's a place by my house in Long Beach because we're in Los Angeles, Corked, and they always got their store picks of 79.2. But I like sometimes I want to just get something, even though I know it's good. I want to try something different, so then I can share with other people. Hey, it's worth getting or not getting. But you know, sometimes you want to go to your old faithful because every time I go. And I got to remember, like Seagrass in this store is $99, but in Total Wine is $82, or Bevmo is like 88, or something like that. So it's like you get caught up in this one stuff you want, and you get about something you never had before. So I get caught up in that. So what are you guys talking about? 79.2 is also really good. All the variations. I hear you, Joe. But I grudge drink some Johnny Black last night, trying to kill the battle. I haven't had Johnny Walker Black in so long. I don't remember what it tastes like.
I can't remember either.
Yeah, I don't think it was horrible. I can't remember.
It was horrible.
Mm-hmm. I need 1792 bottle and bond. Can get it about 40. I've never even seen 1792 bottle and bond.
They have it there.
I haven't seen it. I haven't had a bottle. Did you? Have you had a bottle?
We can try it.
Yeah, it says $40. I could create it. We could do a bottled and bond battle. Do a bottle of the bottles and bonds. Who wins? It depends on the price or the taste. You know, so. What's the best bottled and bond that you guys have had? I would love to hear. Yeah, for the price, it's Heaven Wings. Yeah, I like a lot of stuff. I always think about it. I see Henry McKinney 10-year, and I always bought that because I think it tastes so good.
Oh, yes.
I had to talk myself out of it, man. I
understand that because that bottle was really good. And I remember after we opened it and we let it sit for like a month or two.
Yeah, Tipper says, we are out of rare beat. I only have 0.5% of a bottle left. I'm starting to panic. See, that's one thing I think is good. I think it's so funny that people can live in the states like Kentucky or Tennessee or like closer to where the whiskey or the bourbon is made and they can't get it. And somebody like in California, we get all this stuff and we don't live close to nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, this smoke wagon, uncut and unfiltered is really doing it for me. You tried some of this right now.
Yeah,
right?
I'm trying it now. It's good. It's just
not the same.
Yeah,
one of these are not like the other.
It doesn't have that kick, but it's still good. It's a good sipper. But
hold on. Independent Joe says, I bought the Horse 4-year $28 bottle. And I feel I got ripped off. See, it's funny. Everybody, that's one thing I do love about whiskey, because maybe like somebody may love it, somebody may not. Like the Hearst we got tastes great, but that's like with Eagle Rare. I've had Eagle Rares where one bottle tastes real good, and you get another bottle and it's not so good. So sometimes it's the batch, the consistency. Like I'm curious, who's like all of the like the Craig, the barrel proof, they're inconsistent. Like one to be really great, the next one be not so much. You know what I mean? So I can get it. Like it's. Who is the most consistent? I would say maybe Wild Turkey. Like I ain't never had a Wild Turkey that I've drank that wasn't good. So I don't know. I feel you though. So I never get mad when somebody like says like I want to try. I forgot who did the review recently, and they were talking about the other Hearst, the $99 one, and the 6-year. Was that 6-year?
Yeah, I think it was a 6-year.
It was 6-year. That was 6 year. So yeah, the 6-year. I want to try that.
But I hear that 6-year they said it's really 7, but they had to change. They didn't want to change the label or something because it cost more money. Yeah. So they just put 6, but it's really 7.
They said I think it was Fred Minnick did a review, and Fred I think said I haven't heard the review, and it wasn't good. I don't know.
Yeah, he said it's like peanutty. And then the other dude, I can't remember his name, said it was actually pretty good.
I haven't had one good peanut tasting whiskey yet. That's good. Like I had to get an Eagle Rare recently. I had to buy some Rams peanut something, and I'm like, I don't really look forward to it. But then I know that the girls like the sweet things, so let's bring a girl through and she can review it with us, and that'd be real cool. Hold on. You guys is getting it in the chat. I like to keep up with y'all. Independent Joe, I just got my first bottle of 1792 SB the other day. Good stuff. Yeah, 1792 is for real. I agree. And Joe agrees with him. And Hanging AZ says Total Wine might have the Wild Turkey Rye. Let me just share on the screen. From the Total Wine may have the Wild Turkey Rye field trip, and I'm out of Evan with a bottle and bond. I'm still lucky they have it around. We have so many stores in Southern California, like in a 15-mile area. You probably like 5 Total Wines. So if you really want to take that trip, you gonna find it somewhere. Somebody gonna have something. Only thing like I can't get is like Cooper's crab, like some stuff that you can get easily in other states.
Yeah,
you can't get
here, like Cooper's.
You can't even find it.
Yeah.
Or the other one we can't find is Early Times. Early Times, they have it, but not the Early Times bottle and bond. And you can check; it may show up the next day. You just didn't check the right day. You got to go to the right store. Like I went to the one at Stearns. I should have asked if they have Early Times, but I know I wasn't even thinking about it. But then again, so it is what it is, though. Man, I'm enjoying it. Maybe I poured too much because I'm in no rush to finish it. Yeah, the nearest bottle to me, according to the state, is 140 miles away. I ain't driving. It depends. Like I would drive 140 miles. I drive to Vegas in a minute. They had some special release for Smoke Wagon, and that's like 400 miles, right? I think it's like that, 300 something miles, something like that. So yeah, so I would go. That's not too far. Driving as fast as I go, I'll be there in 3 hours. Except for the gas. Rid of Urus. If you guys start helping me, I rid of Urus. Start doing vlogs. Yo, I wrecked my Urus on the way to Vegas. I'm joking. Cheers to all of y'all. What do you guys? If you guys are drinking, because I know y'all. For me, it's late for you, but it's still early enough for me. But out here, it's 4:48 for you guys. It could be like 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna turn it up. Let's turn it up. Oh man, Bevmo is more expensive. So you know what? I'll say this. Everybody says Bevmo is more expensive. This is that's Hanging AZ said. But if you notice, it depends on what product you buy. Something could be cheap. That's why you got a comparison shop. Something can be cheaper in one store and more expensive, and the store might be 1 or 2 miles away, depending on where you live. I've seen that a lot. I go to certain moms and pops, and they'll you want to support them, but you selling a bottle that's $80 for $120. Like that's a $40 difference. I can just go to Bevmo, but you want to support us? Well, not that much more. How about you just sell it to me at the same price? I know why you don't, and I just tip you $10, $15. $10, $15 more for convenience. I'm with, but I ain't not for $40 more. Or how about this? You just make me buy something else with that. I'm with that. But I'm not with the price increase. That's kind of like, I'm cool. I'm real cool on that one. But other people can, be like that. So what's going on? Who's that? Hey, if you guys had a wrench, get rid of them. But I know they already did. I got some of the best dudes. Yeah, like I like putting it up there because it's funny.
What is that?
Yeah, like something that we'll never know. Yeah, I'm in Los Angeles. If you guys meet where I'm at, I'm in Los Angeles, California. But you guys got it. Let me. Cause I know Joe. Make sure you're mine. So I trust this dude. Like anybody that's in Whiskey Tube, cheers to you, man. Yeah, if y'all ain't check out Independent Joe, check him out. The brother's doing it. Oh, one second. Let me do this. Let me take care of it. Let me make sure that you have the power to destroy. It don't really matter. Like if somebody come here trolling, I like that though. I'm different than most people. I don't mind if people troll. If people want to troll, hold on. I don't know if you guys want to hear me. Yeah, people want to troll. It is all good, man. But if they come in here and they ain't trolling good, then they got to go. But let them troll. Let them troll. I'm the type of person. Even if somebody want to hop up and chat, like right now, I wasn't. I just want to do a review and talk to the people, the ladies and the fellas who might want to join. But it's all good. That's good. Man, Guys, they had a good chat. Hangar AZ, I had to go to Total Wines for a rare breed. Hangar AZ, there's a Temper Fidelis back to Hangar AZ. I said Hangar AZ. I think I need a road trip with my F-250. I always enjoyed Arizona. I think, man. Oh, he says some funny stuff. He says, I like peanutty. I like Jim Beam stuff. But I never think about that.
Old Tub is Jim Beam, isn't
it? I'm not sure. I think it may be,
with Old Tub, I think I taste peanut in that. Let's see.
You want to go get it and drink a little bit real fast? Man, I'm still messing with this. Smoke Wagon. I'm still sipping the Smoke Wagon. I think it's great. Man, that's my problem. I like drinking too much, man. I really enjoy the conversations with drinking. I really enjoy the way it makes you feel. And yeah, I do. Yeah,
it's Jim Beam. Old Tub is Jim Beam.
Yeah. Everybody's like me. Hanging Easy says Cooper Craft is a no-go in AZ as well. It is. I don't think anybody has Early Times bottled and bond right now. I agree. I can't find it, but Whiskey Wars is going to hook me up. And Independent Joe says, I have two variations of the Hirsch 6 years. Both are 7 years, 9 months. It's actually Willet 7+ year bourbon and came in number 3 on my top 100 bourbons and whiskeys for 2021. I got to check that out, man. Haven't seen that. Got to go back and look at the page and find that. And I'll watch it. I'm going to try to watch it tonight, if not tomorrow. I'll let you know that I appreciated it. I want to hear it. It's your palate telling us what is the best. I think it's worth watching. Top 100 bourbons, man. He's at 100 bourbons. We drink a lot. Do you think we had 100 different bourbons in 2021? We had that many?
In 2021?
Yeah, last year. Maybe 100. 100?
I don't think
100. That's a lot, man.
Yeah, it's a lot. We probably maybe 50.
Yeah, 100. Man, I need to get more bourbon homies, man, that live close. Because it'd be way more fun if we get more people to join in. Where you at, Brother Joe? Where you at? He said, I'm in Riverside. God, oh, tell yeah. You're more. Now we know. Slap me in the face, homie. Yeah, we can get together anytime. You can hop on a chat if you want to. Anytime you want to chat, I even post. Let me know. If you want me to drop the link, I'll drop the link. You can come on. We can talk, man. It's all good. I'm learning. Let me show all this. I'm ecstatic now. There you go. I'm really happy. Didn't know Joe was around the corner.
I put a 91.
Yeah, we're right there. Yeah, Riverside in the house, Southern California. There we go. Now we got a trading buddy. There we go. Now we got a reason to take a mission. Because we got some of the ladies on our page. I was like, why don't you come out here? Because they live out Tustin, San Bernardino, Corona, Riverside. And they're like, yeah, Charles, come this way. And now I got a boy. There we come. We can all meet up. Oh, I'm sorry. That's cool, though. I'm really happy. Now I know who I got to promote on my page. I'm joking. Independent Joe. Cheers. So I ain't biased, but I love California. Somebody from my state, I'm supporting you. I'm joking. Oh man, this is real good.
We had a conversation. Did you like Boba Fett? The whole.
Hold on, I'm gonna read what he said. He said, Riverside, let me know if you guys want to get a flight to try and figure out. I can make it okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm always in LA, hunting for bourbon. Man, you let us know, man. Whatever you want to, you get out here. I'm with that, man. Joe's a pro. I'm a novice. I need a master. I'm joking. I'm joking. So yeah, I am a Padawan. So you want to ask me, do I like Boba Fett? Overall, I did. I think the problem it wasn't Boba Fett's show. It was I watched a YouTuber, Star Wars Theory, and he said some of the things I agree. Like I understand people evolve and grow, but I want to see Boba Fett be more like the Mandalorian. They made the Mandalorian Boba Fett. Boba Fett supposed to not talk much about action, and he had his helmet off, and he's supposed to have his helmet on all the time. Because we already know he's a clone of Jango Fett, so we don't need to see his face like that. But I guess maybe he wanted to take his face off. But man, I want Boba Fett with the mask on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than when he's in, but I like it. I mean, I didn't dislike it. Like Disney got so much they could do right. They can make a Luke show, a Ahsoka show. They got all these characters, all these brands. They got money out the bank. I would tell people to invest their money in Disney because as long as they don't go full politically correct, that's the best way I can say it. Then we on board, like because they're trying to go diverse, politically correct. Women can kick men, but it doesn't matter. I'm not opposed to it if it's good storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Good storytelling wins. Good storytelling wins, man. He said Bubba Fett got hijacked by Mando. Yeah. Now, what I really wanted to see Grugo become a Jedi more than I wanted. I guess cool that they love each other, but dude, at least like if you read Legends, Luke it was different where you could actually have attachments. Like you can still, learn to be a Jedi, but that's my pops or you know what I'm saying, that's my brother or whatever it is. So, we'll see, man. Hopefully they do that because I want him to be able to wield that lightsaber. You know what I mean? Him just having the Force without the lightsaber. But I like Grugo. I like him as a character. I do.
People don't like his name. Because they used to call him Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Baby Yoda. Yeah, the scooter kids who hang out with Bubba are soft.
Yeah.
You think so too?
Yeah.
Well, they love their people though. Man, they from like if you love their town, man. You can gang bang, but you still gonna protect your city. You ain't gonna let anybody else come and spray. These my walls are spray paint. You can't come spray paint them. I'm joking. Yeah, that's what Hank AZ said. I thought when the X-Men flew in, it was Luke. And I was hoping that too. Like I wanted to see Luke come in and then get sidetracked. Like he was helping him. Or he was like, I'm part of the Jedi. I will not fight I will help you, but I will not fight your battles. Like, whatever it may be, that would have been dope. But I don't know why they we all rewriting it. It was cool. Like Mandalorian didn't go left at all, though. I think I gotta go back and watch. But the Mandalorian was good. Boba Fett be like, he's still asking questions about it. Like, they really didn't know how they wanted to play Boba Fett. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I got to think about that one. So overall, what'd you give it on the scale? I give it a B+. What do you give it?
I give it a B-.
I give it a B+. Man, a Smoke Wagon. You can't go wrong with smoke. With the Smoke Wagon. And I think this Uncut, Unfiltered.
How much proof is it? One
is well, I would say 113 because it's 56.6, right? Round it up too. So 50, that's 112, 6, 12, 13. There you go. R2 was flying exactly how I said it was R2, but he can fly. So, that's one of the things I really disliked about Star Wars, and only thing I haven't watched is Star Wars Resistance. No, I actually never watched Resistance. That's before The Force Awakens. It's like a cartoon series, right? And I've never seen both Luke or Anakin be the best fighter pilots in the galaxy. Other than the first Star Wars, where you see Luke blow up the first Death Star, you never see how awesome Luke's piloting skills are. And you never see, even in Clone Wars, you never really. Okay, the first one they made a TV, the original short, Glendy Tarkovsky, Samurai Jack artist. That's the first time I've seen Anakin be. I'm the best fighter pilot in the galaxy. I've always wanted to see that in live action, and the closest we got was the beginning of when he saved Obi-Wan, but you still didn't see how, because he didn't go galactic with it. And I always wanted to see that. Like they showed what's his name in Force Awakens. Oh, he already is a good, like this one scene where how go out the chain he is. And all the Clone Wars, you see Anakin fly, but you never see Anakin do amazing, you can't mess with me type stuff. You know what I mean? They're doing it better in Boba Fett showing the Mandalorian. That the Naboo Starfighter didn't ever show Luke or Anakin. I want to see that. I want to see, like they showed Han Solo being the best pilot in the galaxy. I want to see one of those scenes with Luke, or really I want to see with Anakin. You know what I mean?
And Rey being able to with the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, she showed off the hook on piloting skills, but you never seen it with Anakin. Never. Anakin needed to drink bourbon. That was probably what the problem was. He had that blue milk instead of some Smoke Wagon. I'm joking. No, I'm just being silly. What's up, people? What's going on? Anybody drinking anything? I'm gonna try the other one. Man, this is good. What are we talking about? That bottle looks really. Yeah, this bottle is absolutely fantastic. Like, man, bottle alone makes you want to buy it. And for me, I like bottles when there's not a lot of words on it. when I just want to dive in and taste it. You know, when you got too much stuff on it, I'm like, I don't. Oh, the flowers and the berries. It took 6 years to craft it in virgin oak white barrels. Does it taste good? That's what I want to know. That's all I want to know. Will it give me a nice buzz? Okay, I get inebriated. Is it shareable or is it givable trash that I give to people that don't know nothing about whiskey or bourbon when they come into my house? That's what I want to know. You know, I am waiting for an Amazing Windu show. That would be dope. How would they explain it? But it would be dope.
If they could do Bubba, they could do it.
You see Anakin and his land speeder skills. Yeah, you do see that. That's true. A couple scenes of that. I'm going. He angry on the land, going to go kill the job. Or you see, but that's the only time they show Anakin somewhat awesome is a pod raiser. Like you see his land speeder skills, but that's it. That's the only time you see him. But I want to see him be the fighter pilot that was made in the first. What did Obi-Wan first tell Luke? He was the best, greatest fighter in the galaxy. We never see this. You do in only the 2D Clone Wars. That's it. And it just, I don't know. What Joe says, maybe what he says. What did he say? Maybe it's the same. You got to elaborate on that. You ain't seen Anakin. Okay, I'll get what he's saying. So he says, you see Anakin at last skirmishes, maybe it's the same. But it's not a fighter pilot. A fighter pilot means you're in combat, destroying enemies that are shooting at you. You just flying through a maze or chasing somebody. Ain't no fighter piloting. You know, fighter pilot is Tom Cruise, Top Gun. I'll flip upside down, take a picture of you, then blow you away. That's fighter pilot in Starbucks. You know what I mean?
What we do from Robotech?
Yeah, Max Sterling. Yeah, Max Sterling. What do you say? Young Anakin Powers was being annoying. I'm saying you holding me back. Oh, you guys are killing me, man. Yeah. That's sand. Of course, and it goes everywhere. Sorry. Oh man. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm laughing. Oh, sand. It goes everywhere. Heck yeah, I want to see that. If you want to know a movie that I'm stoked to see, other than some great whiskey that I want to drink, I'm gonna drink this Smoke Wagon regular one next. I really want to see Top Gun. I'm so stoked to see Top Gun. Let me say it again. I'm so stoked to see Top Gun. When is Obi-Wan show? They haven't told us when Obi-Wan is coming out. They said I think the next one's gonna be that Andor or something's gonna come out. But I'm really want to see Obi-Wan, especially if they put Anakin in it. And I want to see Top. That's the movie I'm the most hyped to see. Is Top Gun. I'm so hyped to see Top Gun. I'm like,
is for sure coming out this year?
I don't know, man. Some situation may happen. They come up with the banana Omicron deltoid variant of the situation, and next thing you know, everybody's on lockdown. You know what I mean? Well, I try to tell people the cure is drink bourbon and whiskey, but they don't want to hear me though. You know, I need to go get poked. I said, drink some bourbon. No. I said, alcohol kills germs. No, you need to test yourself. I'm joking. I drink some water. I hydrate. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I just really, but Joe says, the next Top Gun looks crazy. I want to see that. Yeah, I really want to see. Oh, I'm just trying to catch up. They say, hold on. Anyone ever had Stranahan's bourbon out of Colorado? I have not. I have not had it. I probably never looked for it though. So Joe says it's everywhere. But yes, and Eric, have you ever seen it? You ever heard of it? See, I never ever told about it. I never looked for it. But I'm not like Joe. Joe's the master. My master. I'm gonna have to talk to Joe for a second. My master. What bourbon should I get? My master. I need to know. I need to get stronger in the force.
Stronger with the sipping.
I'm gonna spit out. I'm gonna spit that. B said I need to get stronger with the sipping. Wait, I'm sorry, people. I'm bless this. Hold on. I'm about to bless this lippy glass with a little bit of this bourbon, Smoke Wagon, straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey. Regular. We're gonna say a prayer to the whiskey. I can change my voice and I talk like this. Hope you can hear me. Now we're about to pray to the whiskey. Bourbon God.
Vegas.
our bourbon makers that live in Vegas. So help me drink your whiskey and bourbon and love the flavor, the taste, and the ability to congregate with my fellow whiskey bourbon lovers, people who enjoy scotch and Irish whiskey. Doesn't matter where they're from on the planet, they just want to drink. Let's say amen to whiskey around the world. Yeah. Cheers, people. I'm joking.
Is anybody watching the Righteous Gems? That is so funny, dude. It's on HBO Max.
Never heard of it.
It is funny.
It's okay. There is a big difference. There's a big difference. Like this is like it has a similar taste profile.
It's lighter.
Caramel, but it's missing the viscosity and it's missing the punch. So it's not as complex. I think it's really, really good. I think it's really delicious, but it's not the same. You guys are talking to each other. Sorry, I don't know what you guys are talking about. No. Hold on. So, hanging ladies, I guess our live stream got shut down the other night. Classic. No, it didn't. What they did was the parts that was copywritten, they blocked that, and as soon as we stopped, we could go back to it. And so we had to edit that, so it's up now, so you can actually see it, but you're not going to see the hysterical parts because we didn't do it correctly. So you got to play it for like 20 seconds, then laugh and talk about it, then play it for another 30 seconds and laugh and talk about it. If you let it play too continuously, then you haven't modified the content enough but it's not like they didn't give us a strike because they see that we wasn't trying. First, we're not monetized, and we weren't trying to do nothing malicious and say we made it. We were just laughing at it. So, like, even if we get, if we did, let's say we had kept, like, they let us keep it in. They would have to, if we were monetized, they would take all the proceeds from that. So it depends on how you do it. You know what I mean? It's like you want to work around for everything. I don't know much, but I'm trying to explain it. Hopefully that makes sense. So I guess what's going on now? Gemstones. That's what you call it? What's the name?
Yeah, there you go.
Gemstones.
Hilarious.
I never heard of it, man. I don't watch. Like, I'm so biased when it comes to what I watch. Like right now, I'm watching like a lot of anime. So sometimes I'm watching a show. I don't even know the name of it. I end up watching something. Like I tried to watch. I got Funimation, right? So I'm trying to catch up on Attack on Titans. I've been watching One Piece. I'm watching some other thing. I can't remember it. Like I end up clicking it and not knowing the name of the show, but it'd be good. It's good. So what's going on? There's one about it's a post-apocalypse and everybody got the rust, and this dude is like an archer, and they try to get rid of this rust by eating these mushrooms. I don't know what's going on with that one. Oh man, I don't know. I gotta think about it. I watch a lot of anime. I need to watch The Peacemaker because you said it was good.
Yeah, I still need to watch the new episode. I haven't watched yet, but I think it was really good.
Yeah, this is really good. I can't remember how much
that one.
Yeah,
like $30-something.
Yeah, but it tastes like 30-something, but it's not spectacular. For like, if I had to drink this or I had to drink everyone was bottled and bond, I probably would. I like the flavor though. Don't get it twisted. But I like.
To me, that one still reminds me of liquid like a brownie.
I do. Really, really good. Really, really good.
This one is more complex. You get the brownie, but you also get the red apple, apple pie crust.
Yeah, it is way more. Here you send this to anyone who thinks whiskey isn't good for them. WhiskeyChannel.com. It's hilarious but true information. Watch it when you're done. Funny. Are you talking about the shelf turds? WhiskeyChannel.com. I'll check it out. Check out what you're talking about. I know what video you're talking about. But yeah, shelf turds, they get it in. I remember WhiskeyChannel.com. Yeah. Here in
They changed it to Whiskey Connection or Whiskey.
I don't know. Probably got a WhiskeyChannel.com. Maybe they got a website. I don't know. I don't know. I really, I don't do a lot of research on people like that. I try to see what I do. Like I'm trying to be more, what do you call it, inclusive, supportive. But it's really, I look at it for something I want to drink or something I know about. I check that out. And when I catch live streams, I want to have people have fun. Like I've watched when they had everybody was on and the kids was there. They played music. That's great. I like people to have fun all the time. Like for me, it's all I'm about. I'm about having fun. You can talk about whatever. We can talk about whatever. So I don't really care. What's up, Artist Matrix? What's going on, Artist Matrix? I can say that. Artist Matrix. What's up, my bro? It's about fun for me.
You're right. It's the name, the WhiskeyChannel.com. The WhiskeyChannel.com is what it's called now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're cool. Dr. Stone, I've watched that. Dr. Stone, I like that. Dr. Stone is decent. Everybody got turned to stone because of some event, and Dr. Stone is trying to come to cure. Like they figured out because I think it was church or something that they could unfreeze people from being a stone, and they're trying to. Then they got like it was one season. I don't think they got season 2 yet. So I've been a minute since I watched Dr. Stone. Yeah, I'm just checking it out. You guys, what's up, people? What's going on? Like right now, we're drinking this one. I'm raving about this. I think it's great. I'm always looking for new bourbons and new whiskeys to try. I think that the beauty of whiskey and bourbon is that it connects people. You can't have it's extremely fun. Like I'm not super rich. I can't always buy everything, but when I get a chance, I buy it. And I like to drink with people. I think drinking opens up conversations and get people to have dialogues, and that's a uniting thing because we're all human. We all want to feel great. We all want to love. We all want to celebrate, and that's what I'm about. So anything I can do to get people to connect with me is what I want to do. And yeah, I enjoy drinking more than most people, just like I enjoy probably doing push-ups or lifting weights more than most. But I don't work out to be like, I've done it, but that's not me. I'm just more on because it's fun. You know what I mean? Like playing video games. I ain't trying to do none of that, man. I'm trying to choke.
Are you excited? Are you excited about Elden Ring?
Excited?
Yes.
No, because I think I'm gonna dive into it and have fun. Like I wasn't excited about Bloodborne. I was somewhat excited about Dark Souls 3, but I'm more caught up in it's more like I'm already living like a story. It's like something I know how I know what's going to happen. So I just want to get in the game and play it. So it's like I wasn't excited by the Book of Boba Fett. I was like, trying to think what excites me so I can explain. Meeting new people, be it men or women, especially ladies. I'm excited by that. I'm excited when people interact with me. I like good conversations. So I can ask you how you feeling. Why did you do that? Why you do this? I just find that intriguing. That excites me. New technology that I haven't seen. Like I pick technology that really blows me away when I see it. Because they got the rollable OLEDs really blow me away. If I had that money, I would have one because I think it's dope. Like, you know what I'm talking about? I'm excited about cloud gaming because I can't get a PS5. I could, but I'm not going to overpay. But cloud gaming is so great. Like that's the future because you can't get the hardware, but you can still you roll out 5G everywhere. What they're trying to do, and then I can just download it and play game like Netflix, pay a subscription fee. That's what has me the most excited, dude. Like I forget I got Halo on Xbox Game Pass and I can play it on Nvidia Shield on my TV and on my computer and download them. No, that's the best. I don't ever have to buy a game and I can cancel at any time. I probably forget and just be paid for 10 years, but that's such a great thing. Nvidia now, I'm excited by that. I'm excited by that more than anything. I'm excited. YouTube excites me a little bit more than most things because the possibility of doing something you love and getting paid for it really excites me. Like I'm really blown away. Like that blows me away. Oh, he said, hold on. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. So I need to pour maybe some redemption rye on a rock. Okay, but I drink everything neat. I'm not the biggest fan. Like I know that some people put drops of water to see the change profile. I'm with trying it, but I have not yet had anything that I put water or try to change it, may taste better with being less intense. I think I like the intensity.
So when it's really hot, like in the summer, that's when I notice I'll put it like ice in my drink, or I was use that with the whiskey ball.
I hear that, man. I'd rather go to some beer. Here you go. Go to some beer and drink an IPA or a Pilsner or even Saison, something that's like it seems like that. You know, when it's cold.
That one beer we had today was really good.
Yeah, we gotta buy it.
Yeah,
we gotta go buy two and have some ladies come and review it. What's the name of the Fluffinator? Was that the name? You laughing? I think it was something like that. The Snowinator. I think that's the name.
I think it was the
Fluffinator.
Hey, that's do something.
Hold on. Full dive immersive VR. Like I'm really into 3D TV sets, but they don't have any. They don't make 4K 3D TV sets anymore. And I got a lot of Blu-ray 3Ds. Like I think Avatar was like the dopest ever, and I'm mad that I had I should have bought one of those LG 4K 3D TV sets before they started making them. And I got an LED right now, but it still ain't 3D. But they got HDR because I think when the first ones came out, they didn't have HDR. So I like the visual aspects of it. But you know, like what whiskey, what bourbon are you excited by? That's like me. I'm trying to think. You know what? I wish I could get more super duper like little book. I like those like that taste. Like it's pretty great, man. I've really been thinking about it. Like I do like cash strength type stuff, but I don't have to be cash strength to taste great though. You know, it depends what you like, man. I'm telling you. What's going on, people? What's up? So what y'all talking about? It's hot out here. It says 80 degrees in Arizona. I have an 8K. Man, hold on, what'd you say? I have an 8K TV that's basically obsolete because there's nothing it streaming 8K. I hate being an early adapter of tech. If I had the money, I would be an early adapter. I'm not even on that level. So, man, cheers that you can get that. I'm clapping for you. I wish I could afford to get
it. You did. Your radio, your car.
Yeah, right? yeah. But I'm saying I didn't. But 8K TV, like, I don't know, like how much is an 8K TV? You probably, you know what I'm saying? It's more expensive. You know what I'm talking about? I got one OLED TV, and the prices that have cheapened so much that you can get a decent, like a small one for like $1,000 and a decent sized one for less than $2,000. You know what I mean? So if you
I think you get like $3,000
for 8K. Yeah.
So you get a 65 for $3,000.
But there's nothing that pushes 8K. Like I game. There's no games that play at 8K. If I had 8K game or 8K movies, then I would get an 8K. And it's good to be in advance, but it was like what Joe says is nothing that's 8K. Everything is 4K. And I hate that. Like you got, like I bought all those digital movies. There was when they first started coming out with digital movies, I would buy the Blu-ray with digital, and now everything is ultra high def. So I only move, but now they're not gonna be ultra high def. And the only reason I can watch it is because the Nvidia Shield can an awesome device. Nvidia Shield. If you don't have a Nvidia Shield, you guys are missing out. It upscales everything. So it'll turn a regular high def movie into 4K, and it looks pretty god darn good. So I think the first time I heard about that was Linus Tech Tips. I watch him sometimes, like Mark Bradley. Some people I watch.
Linus,
his name is Linus. Linus Tech Tips. It's YouTube. You know, like Linus for Snoopy. No, his name is Linus, man. One day I'll become this fantastic. Let me make a joke. I'll become this fantastic YouTuber. And everybody will be subscribing Charles. And then I'll be like, yeah, I got an 8K TV. I'm gonna just give it away because I make that much money. But that's just me, dude, being a dreamer. Let's make it possible. I'm joking.
We make it possible.
Because for you, you make it possible. And when people say, "Hey, check this guy out," I'm joking though. But that's me. I'm more into. I want everybody to win. So I'm like, I really want to share with people more than I want people to come over and want to drink with me. I want people to say, "I want some smoke wagon. Drink some smoke wagon. Let's pour you a glass." But I got some friends that would never even appreciate it. You know, it's like so. That's why the shareables are for people who appreciate what you're drinking. The givables is for people who don't appreciate what you're drinking. So I'd rather have people that I want to share with and people I want to give with. But I don't mind giving because hey, I think mellow corn is great. You don't really care much about whiskey or bourbon, drink some mellow corn. You won't go wrong with it. Good. Wild Turkey 101 is really good, but it's cheap. I don't mind sharing with you. I'll give it to you. You can have some. Because even everyone's bottle on the bomb, which I think is a fantastic, fantastic drink, I wouldn't mind giving it because it's something great that But you know what? Like my friend Jamal, he came through and he was like, "Yo, man," I gave him some of that. What was it? Maker's Mark FAE. It was 01. He was like, "Man, I want a bottle." But I'm like, now I've seen one. You can get it, but I could be like, it was $70. I'm gonna tell him, hey, you can go to Cork and get it $70.
But I don't think some people don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, but he wouldn't mind. He was like, "Yo, man, this is good." So I like that when that's the beauty of finding somebody because they can get into whiskey and through you, like instantly. Just like when my friend Jason, I'm gonna speak a little about me. I got a lot of friends that work in the beer industry, and like my brother to me, my brother Jason Casey. You got it from don't look him up. But I always loved beer, but he started turning me into sours and different things, and my love for beer went exponentially through him, and I was hooked. I was with Jason all the time, just drinking this, and this. And I still love beer. Trust me. The only reason I don't drink beer as much as I used to is because you can get fat. But man, I would love if I could get 5 people and I open up something from the brewery that's like 20% alcohol, and I can share it because I don't gotta get out of calories. We still get some of the good taste. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I like, and I think I really like that about whiskey because a lot of the whiskey you drink like this is so good that we can just drink a little bit and be good, but it's even better that if we had more people, we can go through more things and still be like try all of them. You know what I mean? So that's what I really love about whiskeys, man. And I got much love for my people. You know, this is what's up, brother Sean? Whiskey Wars is in the house. What's going on, bro? Man, like I say, if anybody ever wanted to hop up and chat, I will drop the link. But if nobody says I want to chat, we good. I'm just enjoying talking to you all guys. I'm not even looking. Drinking the smoke wagon and flowing with my consciousness. I'm so behind in the chat. I don't even know where I'm at, man. Yeah, what is it? Yeah. For great whiskey and bourbon reviews, as well as an awesome head-to-head matchup wars, check out and subscribe to Whiskey Wars. Whiskey Wars. Yeah. I've never met that guy. I need to check him out. Whiskey Wars. Whiskey Wars. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm so behind. Oh man, this is fantastic. I started as an employee for NCIX, who went bankrupt making videos, and look where he is now. Hey, Linus is doing it. What's up, Whiskey Reaper? If I didn't say something, what's up to you? See Whiskey Wars is saying, what's up, Independent Joe? Yeah, what's going on? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm about to tease y'all. I know some of y'all probably. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. I'm gonna share you. So if anybody wants to, to come on, if you guys want to hop in, I'm gonna drop the link. So maybe somebody can tempt one of y'all to come in and tell me what you're sipping on in the evening. The link is in the chat. If you want to hop on, if I don't know you, I might see you. Post your picture. You know what I mean? We don't want the Russian bots to come in here. But other than that, it's gonna be all good because I'm just saying. Oh man, this has turned out to be pretty fantastic. Yeah, this is dope, man. This is real dope. What are people drinking? Everybody's saying what's up to each other. Hey, AZ. What's going on, man? It's a sad day. What's happening, bro? What's going on? Thanks, y'all. Whiskey Reaper, much love to you, bro. Much love to you all. I'm trying to catch cheers to everybody. Cheers to Whiskey Wars. If you're still in here, man, how are we doing tonight? Well, I'm doing great, man. I hope you're doing great. Oh, there you go. MGP, Smoke Wagon. See, I don't know. You got MGP, BDP, WSP. All I care is it tastes good. Yeah, I don't care who's doing what, but it tastes really good. That's all that matters to me. And everybody says all the MGP based products usually taste similar. But I don't know. Like I've had some. I can't actually just pick out as MG. Maybe you can. Are you good at that, B? Or maybe Whiskey Wars. I know Whiskey Wars is good. He says he can taste MGP. I can't. I'm not good. I'm just barely getting good at tasting what ryes are. Until Whiskey Wars, we got to celebrate my man for being way over 500 subscribers, and the celebration is this Saturday at what time you are. I think it's 9:30 his time, 6:30 p.m. my time. We're gonna be partying. We got a lineup. It's gonna be trying to see what's better. I'm ready for that.
Brown Foreman, right?
Huh?
The Brown Foreman.
What's the Brown Foreman?
I think Eagle Rare. I think.
The Ford Eagle Rare Cooper's Craft, Early Time Bottled and Bond, and Old Forester 100. That's the lineup. And I'm looking forward to that. But I don't know. He said, what you say? The Brown Foreman. What did you say? What you say? The Brown Foreman? Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
We talking about Brown Foreman?
We talking about George Foreman? Yeah. That's cool if people bounce and people come through, man. I'm just appreciative if anybody comes at all, man.
Has anybody tried Kentucky Owl bourbon?
Kentucky Owl bourbon. Anybody try Kentucky Owl bourbon? Show them. Like, I don't even know. Like, the more I drink, the more I know nothing about drinking. I just know it tastes good or don't. Like, I don't know the mash bill. I don't know the history of it. I mean, I learned it like So you gotta shout out to Whiskey Wars. You made me somewhat do a little research, but I don't do that much research because I'd be like, in my first thing, I'm like, does it taste good? You know, like I would say, it was a woman. Does she got a rump? That's the first thing I'm caring. I don't know who the master distiller is. I don't know who the coppersmith is. Whatever they think of all these terms.
I don't know who made this.
Copper. Who the mash master? I don't even know it. I've been in the bottle since 1783. Great. I don't care. It's from 2022. Does it taste good? I'm sorry. I suck. I suck more than most, man. I'm telling you, I suck. I really do. I didn't want to have fun, man. I ain't tripping off nothing. We throw them closer. So you're naked in the stream. Sorry. I imagine an intro for Whiskey Wars, that Star Wars theme, and there's a bottle of Crown. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm crying too much. I got my eyes. Oh, a bottle of Crown Royal flying in space like the Millennium Falcon. Oh, there you go. That's Adam. What's up? What's up, bro? And then he dropped down again. We'll wait till he come back. Hopefully he'll come back. Oh man, forgive me. That was Mr. Sean, what are you doing? It's our time. It's couple time. You're always trying to drink some whiskey. Always. I'm sick of your Whiskey Wars. Sick of you, Sean. Come war with me. Oh, baby, I'm Sean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, what's that, bro? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You gotta put
all
it on
right,
mute,
all right. Here we go.
You can see he dropped that again.
You did it again?
Oh, it was an accident. I think he had YouTube open, and I said that the missus said, "I'm sick of you, Whiskey Warren." Come on. I can't do it twice. Well, shut up, Charles. I love you, Mrs. I'm joking. Okay, yeah, I know that Redemption. I know that was the Whiskey Reaper says drinking the Redemption 10-year barrel proof right now MGP, and I know that the High West is MGP. I know that, but I'm like I suck. I can't maybe I need to do more of it to try of it to really understand it. You know, I got to start doing more research. Man, I'm sorry, I got a good laugh. That was hilarious. Oh, I'm crying. But it says, I'm out of Emily Bottom Bonds is a sad day. Oh, I get it. That is a sad day. Yeah. I think I'm going to try some more of the regular. I don't know. I'd rather go with this one. This is some magnificent stuff for if it was MVP. I didn't know.
I want to know, is Kentucky Owl worth the price?
How much is it? Let me clean out the bottle first. Sean, he's back now. Let me add you. Let me add you now. Add this ring. There we go.
Kentucky Owl worth the price.
All right. We finally got it. I put on the good shirt. Just for you, Charles. Got my Walmart shirt on, representing Walmart, the corrupt industries in the world. No, so we don't even remember where we got this. Anyway, no, I was sitting here shirtless, so I figured, hey, let me throw a shirt on.
I understand, bro. You don't want everybody to be blinded by your sexy. You know, there you go. Watch out now. There you go. You got his Fred Flintstone going on. I'm a caveman. I'm joking.
Then I ran downstairs and figured I'd grab the same thing here. See about this smoke wagon.
Which one you got?
The same one you guys got, right?
For sure. Yeah, I like it. You never had it yet?
Well, I've had like 2 sips, I think.
Go for it. Let me know what you think. I want to hear what you think.
Let me kill off this Evan Williams bottle of bottles with you.
Well, we hold on. B want to know if this is worth it. He wants to know if people think this is worth the price.
No, I mean not to me.
You've had it?
I've had it twice at 2 different bars, 2 different batches. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's not bad. I just don't think it's worth $300.
How much do you think it's worth?
So, like when I think about like elite whiskeys, like stuff that I'm gonna really pay big money for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you got like the Bardstown Discovery Series. You got like your Elijah Craig barrel proofs.
Mm-hmm.
You got like that bottle I sent you guys a sample of, that Bardstown Bourbon Company, that Pfeiffer Pavitt.
Yeah, a fantastic one that I would have probably ended somebody's life to get it.
Yeah, I would have triggered quickly.
Yeah, that was delicious.
So that bottle was that bottle I sent you guys, that was $200, and I don't think that Kentucky Owl is better than that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not paying $300 for it. So that's kind of where I'm at on it. Yeah. So if it was like 150-ish, then maybe, but not 300. 300 is just.
Hey, what's up, brother Joe?
Hey,
Riverside,
what's up, brother?
Cheers, man. Man, you maybe grow your beard. I gotta grow, man. I don't get jealous now. I think I need to grow a beard. I'm gonna go to war with you. Next time,
Joe's got that.
Then we'll have some whiskey wars.
Joe, we have a whiskey beard wars. We invented Joe.
Yeah, Joe is clearly winning the beard war
right now, man. I can grow one. Trust me, I can grow it like no tomorrow.
And to be fair, Joe is also winning the whiskey war, because I mean his collection is tremendous.
Oh yeah, man. I didn't know my brother was in Riverside, man. We got to connect. We got to, man. Cheers to you.
Definitely.
What you sipping on, Joe?
I was about to leave the house when you put out the link. So I thought when you said, does anybody want to join the chat? I was like, well, we're in the chat. But
okay. I got
so and then you put the link and I was like, oh, okay, he means to jump on. I was like, before I leave, I wanted to just say hi, get a face-to-face, meet you, and just appreciate the humor and what you're bringing. It's refreshing. I like it.
Well, thanks, man. I'm a novice who like drinking. I like drinking too much. People don't know, man. And I'm just glad you felt free and welcome to join, man. I much appreciate it. More than you would ever know, man. I'm humbled. It's like I'm humbled.
Well, I appreciate you, and I got to get you some samples. Maybe you could jump on one of my live streams. I'm not coming back until February 19th, but would love to have you, and maybe do a flight and see if you can kind of like learn how to like grasp, maybe tell the difference between a rye and a bourbon, or a George. What you said, George Foreman, but it's Brown Foreman.
He said that.
Maybe
he said Brown Foreman. I'm a Padawan, bro. Trust me. I never had
all that other stuff in Kentucky. So
for sure. I'm with it, man.
Charles is humble, but he knows more than he leads on. Charles is
No, I'm a novice. I'm a Padawan that has great force potential. My metachlorine count is high.
Yeah, I'd agree with that assessment. Yeah.
Oh man, this is cool.
Hey, Joe, question, man. Since we got you, what camera are you shooting on right now? Just out of curiosity.
This is the A7S3.
What brand is that?
I'm sorry, it's a Sony A7S3.
You were coming in super clear, so that's why I was curious.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was good, man.
I think it more has to do with the internet connection too. So, and I'm actually just today somebody came knocking at the door. Normally I don't open the door, and I open the door for fiber optics now. So Frontier's coming on Saturday to install fiber optics. So now hopefully it's going to be in like 3D, and I'm going to be able to shake your hand.
No, I mean your screen looks good already. I mean that's a clear picture. So yeah, unfortunately I am in backwoods Kentucky. So I mean, like the best service we have is still not great. So
you got a pretty good collection yourself?
I think I'm somewhere around 130, 135 bottles, but I mean, you had almost that many on the table when you did your whiskeys of the year. So.
Oh yeah, that was a tough one, yeah. Because somebody told me I should have shot it like an opening with it in front and then started the live, but I didn't pay attention, and I put everything on here first, and then took 50 off. And then I took 50 from over here, and then to let you know what I thought of them. But
no,
that was too much work. That's why I only did 30 for the rise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the rye selection is smaller, but I'm kind of taking over the streamer. So I'll just make this brief. But I mean, I thought having all of them in front of you just kind of added to the epicness. But anyway,
thanks.
Go ahead, Charles. I'm kind of hogging the stream.
Let me interject because I want to say you never would take over my stream, man. My stream is everybody's stream. If you want to talk, I will be quiet and listen to everything you got to say as long as you want to talk. If you want to read chat, shake people's hands, invite people in, my stream is your stream. It's Independent Joe's stream. So it's family here. So it ain't about that. So feel free to say
we're all
what you
family.
say, man. It's all good.
No fighting here, just thumb wrestling.
That's it.
There you go.
There you go, man.
Like it. So, Joe, one last question. So you said, where are you at then? So you're near Charles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Riverside County. So I mean, I don't know if you know the Temecula, Marietta area.
Yeah.
Sort
I
of.
do.
I mean, my grandmother from
I know
LA,
Temecula,
so I
yeah.
kind of know the area.
Oh yeah, that's where I'm at. So, but I usually travel to San Diego or LA area, Pasadena, as far as I'll go. That's the circle I'll go to, because I'm like right in the middle. So I'll go hunting for different bourbons around that big area.
We're in the same local region. So I'm in Carson in the South Bay of Los Angeles, and I go to San Diego quite often. I have no problem going to Temecula or the Riverside or different places around the area. I don't mind. I just want to have fun. That's my whole thing. So, man, this is like that's awesome, man. That's all I can tell you, man. Awesome, Joe. Awesome, Sean. Good people, man. That's one thing I love about whiskey. This can, you'd never know how awesome it can be until you start interacting. And this is like a beautiful thing. You guys will never know how
Charles, I put my phone number in the private chat. So anytime you want to want me to send you a sample, you want to tell me which ones you want to try, just let me know.
Oh, for sure, man. Appreciate that. That's
yeah.
Thank you.
Especially the bourbon, the Hirsch 6 year.
Oh man.
It's actually what is that? 7 year, 9 month, like I said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this one is at what is it? 138.3 proof.
I really want to try it, but I'm gonna tell you this. Just because you said you didn't like that one that much, right?
No, I said that's probably that's my third favorite in the top 50.
Oh, okay. You did like it because I heard somebody said they didn't like a Hirsch, but you said you did like it. I know it was Fred Minnick that said he did like. Okay, yeah. Because I want to see if
I don't know what's wrong with Fred Minnick. This is the one I said I didn't like.
Well, you didn't like that one, but I did like that one.
No.
I'm going to pour you some of my bottles when I got to see if you think the same. I'm with just sending you some too. We'll connect, man. We'll connect.
So now, question for you guys: that Hirsch Horizon, is that a source product or is that their own thing?
No, it's Indiana. It's
okay.
It's MGP.
Okay. Cool.
But it's a 4 year, and they for some reason put on the bottle that 6% of it is a 7 year, 5 month. 6% of it.
There you go. All right.
So the other 94% is 4 year, 10 month MGP.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, I know you said you couldn't hang for real long, but if you get a chance, man, if you want to swing in for the stream Saturday evening, it's 9:30 Eastern, so that's going to be 6:30 your time. Charles will be with us, so if you got a chance just to pop in, and we'd love to have you, man. That'd be cool. Am I breaking up?
No, I was trying to. I normally have my earbuds in. I forgot to put them in. So,
okay.
You said you have a live tonight?
No, it's Saturday at 9:30 Eastern time.
Okay, yeah.
6:30 our time.
I'll be there.
6:30 our time.
I'll be there.
Yeah. If you want to pop in, I'll throw the link up. We'd love to have you, man. So
I appreciate it. I'll definitely be there.
All right, sounds good, man.
You said 9:30, right?
Yeah, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 CST.
6:30 our time.
Yeah.
I'll text you, bro. I got your number. I'll text you.
There you go. Yeah.
We need to
There you
get that camera.
Yeah, for sure, man. We got to step. Well, I don't really want to say we got to step it up, but I guess we got to step it up. But man, it'll come in time. It'll come in time. It'll come in time. It'll come in time, man.
Well, as Joe was kind of saying, I think Charles is underappreciated in the whiskey tube world. I hope more people find him because.
Oh yeah, definitely. We got to get his name out there and people subbing.
Oh, man. Should I be quiet? my partner B is looking at me. He's the mysterious one. He's the behind the scenes, the motivation, the inspiration, the fantasticness.
He's your Ed McMahon.
That's what it is. It's my producer B.
Jerry Maguire.
He's my Jerry Maguire.
He's the man behind the scenes pulling all the strings. He's like the Palpatine in all this.
For sure. And like for me, because I just want people like that like it. Like for me, it's more about the fun and the love and just this is what it's about for me. So it's cool if people check me out, but I don't want people to come like I'm not pretentious. I'm not ostentatious. I just want to have fun and drink and learn from other people because I'm always coming at the situations like I'm ignorant. I don't know. I just enjoy having fun. If you can teach me, I'm willing to learn. And Joe, just you even talking to me really blows me away. Just somebody would even come in the chat and I'm humble, bro. That's all I can tell people. Like, so I want to stay there. That's where I want to stay. I don't even understand, quote unquote, the business of it because I just want people to have fun and enjoy the interaction. That's all I want. I want people who don't like whiskey or bourbon to come and let me share this with you because it's nothing more fun than somebody getting turned on to something. And like I always say this. Some of my closest friends are head brewers at major beer companies, independent beer companies, whatever. And I love the fact that when somebody new has never had it and somebody who knows a lot about it comes and start teaching, it's a beautiful thing. And that's what I want from whiskey. A lot of people know whiskey, but what about people who don't, that want to try it? And that's what you should be trying to attract, the people who never had it, but really want to find out about it. And that's what I love. I hope I made some sense.
And that's what I did today with the person who sold me the fiber optic internet. So I was like, well, if I'm going to sign up, then you need to sub first. And then she goes, but I don't drink whiskey. And I said, you don't need to drink whiskey. What if you need to get a gift for somebody? You might want to know what to get if you know somebody who drinks whiskey. And I told them that this community, because we always come together. I mean, we just got through doing on the Bourbon Junkies, we did a charity and they raised like $15,000 for a guy who's fighting cancer right now. So
that's great. That's awesome. That's what I would love to do, man. Right. So
it's not always about just the whiskey. It's about the companion, the friendships that you make and also some of the things that we can bring people together to do for a good cause. So that was pretty cool. I did send you a text, so you know that's me.
Okay. All right. I'll check it right now.
Yeah, you could text me too, Whiskey Wars. Let me know if you're on too, and we could trade samples anytime too. So
send me a cool text. This text is Joe.
And I'm blurring out already because of our amazing Kentucky internet here. Yeah. Anyway, what I was going to say. So, question for you, Joe, is your favorite from last year? Is that still your favorite?
Yeah.
Still top dog. Okay.
Yeah. And that was the. Where's it at? Well, the cigar, the Magnus, cigar Magnus. Oh, here it is.
Well, I want to try that so much.
Oh, he said he want to try that. He said he want to try that so much. He said cigar Magnus.
Yeah. The thing is, I haven't even seen it. I've never even seen the bottle.
Well, hit me up with the phone number, and I'll get you a sample of. I got. This is last year's. But I also got some earlier versions. This is batch 69. I also have batch 50 and 22.
Now, is that the one everybody was calling the Darth Vader?
No, the Darth Vader I think is like batch 58 or 59 or something like that. It's not some weird number.
Gotcha.
But that one was supposed to. I think it's more hype because they're saying it's better because it's the highest proof they've ever made.
But, okay, I got you.
But it's not because it's actually better. They're just saying, "Oh, I want the Darth Vader because it's, it's the highest proof that they ever came out with, so it's got to be good." But I have I don't know if you were able to, or if you are with the maybe Mash and Drum or anything and was able to snag one of these up. But this right here is 156 proof.
Wow, brain candy.
Okay. Is that
light whiskey? Brain candy.
Obtainium, yep.
Man, I'm learning. I don't know.
So
where you find it
at?
Well, that was when they came out. The Mash and Drum or Mash and Journey. They have a combined kind of like group that goes and does picks, and well, they picked up with the Shelf Turds or the whiskeychannel.com to go do a pick, and they got this 26-year-old Canadian whiskey at 156 proof, and they called it brain candy. So
that's dope. So you can't just go into the store to get that. That's a special connection.
No, this is it right here.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope.
26 years old, and I know some of the stores were selling it for like the minimum was $200 right now. Like you could go find this bottle, something like it, at 26-year-old, maybe even hazmat like this one. So Charles. Let me see. Oh, there it is.
I can see it.
The hazmat symbol. That lets you know right there that
dangerous for your health.
You're drinking something over 140 proof.
I'm learning, bro. Like it's just, I share a little bit about me. I did a lot of I was in the Navy, so I did a lot of hazmat courses. So I'm just telling you.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. I've been on the Constellation.
Okay.
The Peleliu.
Okay.
So I've done tours with them too. So that was pretty cool.
Okay. What branch of service were you in?
Marines, yeah.
I figured that when you said tours, I was like, okay, he was from Marine.
Yeah.
Well, cool,
we're always there's always like at least one squadron attached to a ship. So
sure, for sure.
So that's interesting, Joe. So far of the folks I've reached out to on Whiskey Tube, I seem to always find military guys. So Charles was the first, and then Tipsy Whiskey. He's in the reserves, and you were one because we just kind of recently been building a relationship. But I mean, I've really appreciated all the love you've been showing me on on all the Whiskey Tubes we've been on together and stuff. So you were another one I was going to reach out to, and this just kind of happened, and so that's great. But it seems like I always like, and I even though I've never been in the service myself, but my father and my grandfather were, so I guess it's just family heritage kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, I was surprised you gave me a wrench so quick, because you don't really know me. So I mean, normally, I mean, I'm pretty particular myself with giving out wrenches, but I can tell you that I never promote myself on a channel. I only promote if I see another channel jump on. I immediately drop their links. So when you were reading his link, and I was cracking up because you're like Whiskey Wars, and I was like, I thought that was so funny. And then the Reaper came on, so I hurried up and dropped his link. But I think that's what we should do for everybody.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, Charles, how long have we been doing this? I think we were both doing lives together before either of us had like 100 subs, right? Well, I think
something like that, yeah.
You were over 100, and I was at like 80 something. Yeah, it's me and Charles, we've been doing this a while. I mean, like I said, Charles is underappreciated. We need to get the word out.
Yeah, definitely. Well, now if I ever see, I mean, when you're in chats and I'm a wrench on there, I'm definitely dropping your channel. So
so I gotta go to more chats. I'm so busy. I catch people in the replay. I gotta start making it more a conscientious effort to join in. I'm trying to. I'm so busy.
Well,
man.
I'm only a wrench on like the Bourbon Ranch or whiskeychannel.com or Bourbon Junkies now.
Mhm.
So if you're ever in those chats, I'll definitely drop your
You'll
link.
see me there. You'll see me when I get a chance. I'll be there. And you're a wrench here. But most people, but I checked you out. You don't know. I haven't commented on videos, but I've watched a lot. I started watching. I'm like that. I watch every Sean video. You don't even know because I don't always comment. He comment better than me. We'll be in a chat and I'll name a video and I know I didn't comment, but he said, "Oh, you watched it?"
I'll drop like 3-4 comments on Charles' video just for the algorithm. I'm trying to get YouTube to recognize the greatness.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I appreciate it. It's just about fun, man. I'm having a blast. This is so fun. I like drinking.
So Joe, going back to something you kind of mentioned earlier about the Magnus and how they were promoting it because it was the top proof they'd ever put out. So what are your thoughts on that kind of across the board? Because some people, I mean, they were kind of crapping on the ECBPs from last year because they were low proof. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I hate that when somebody says it's really good, but how is there a but if it's really good?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
We talk about this so much. I always say, if you say something, don't say but. If you say and I think this, because you say but, that contradicts everything else you just said. This is so great, but take it.
Because you're about to say
so great, and I think they could have did this. That's totally different.
Because for us, like in the military, usually when you start off with something negative, you have to end with a positive.
Yes.
So when you start with a positive and then you're going to end with a negative, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of hate for different whiskeys, like Blue Run. I don't know if you can see those, but Blue Run gets a lot of hate because they what do you call it?
They're the Nike
they market too much.
Yeah,
it's all marketing. But how do you think any whiskey gets sold? It gets marketed. It gets promoted. Somebody's doing it. You got celebrities for a lot of different whiskeys. Wild Turkey. You have Matthew McConaughey. I mean, that he does. I think he has his own whiskey with Wild Turkey. I forgot what it's called though. I think it's Long Branch or something like that.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it, but
it's decent.
They call it a celebrity whiskey, but it's not really a celebrity whiskey. It's just somebody saying, "I like to drink this," but it's actually Wild Turkey in that bottle.
Yeah.
So just like Blue Run and a lot of different other marketing geniuses who people get upset with because they don't tell them the whole backstory of where the juice came from. I mean, if it's good, it's good. I mean, I kind of see it the way you do, Charles. If it's good, it's good. I mean, you can't hate on something that's good just because you don't like the way they market their products. That's just my opinion, though. So
I agree with you. All I care is it's good or not. I don't care if you overmarket it, undermarket it. I don't care the price. As long as it's good, I would rather have truthfully, everybody would. I want a $20 bottle that's great more than I want a heavily marketed $400 that tastes like trash. I just want to know if it's good. If it's $400 then good, and I got $400, I want to buy that bottle. I don't care the price. If it's good, like it shouldn't be overpriced. But some things are so unique and so awesome. I want to partake in it. I want to. I don't care the price, woman. That's what I want.
Yeah, I mean, you spend more wooing a chick or your woman, with dinners and everything, and then you marry her, and you spend so much money, you never think twice about what you're getting or what might not happen in the future.
Yep.
For us, we get something that's different or something that's new, and and it's just an experience, really, just like life, just an experience, that's what we're all here for, to experience shit.
Yeah, this will be the last day. This will be the last day. I want to have the best day every day. That's my motto. Every day, I want the best day. That's it. That's all I want. So I'm not trying to bring you any drama. I'm not trying to be angry about stuff that's irrelevant. I just want you to have the best time. And when I drink some whiskey, I want to drink some bourbon, I want it to be the best that I can get. I don't care what the price is. It doesn't matter. Let's just do it because I could not be here tomorrow. I don't want to be irresponsible. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm not here to argue over what you spent on something that you enjoyed as long as you're not hurting anyone. Do you. That's my thing. And have fun doing it.
So, Joe, just kind of piggybacking on the thought you put out a second ago on the marketing thing. So, I have – maybe I need to get closer to my mic here.
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
This is my good ear. I work in ordnance, so one side of my,
I got you.
Working on a aircraft carrier and those aircrafts take off. It's one of my eardrums is not that great, but this side's good. So I just turned my so I can hear you.
No, what I was going to say though is that So here's what bothers me about, I guess we'll call it marketing, is that when it kind of misleads the overall group of bourbon enthusiasts, especially those that are ill-informed, to buy things that are not necessarily as good as, the hype around them or whatever you want to call it. Best example is Blanton's, obviously. And so. We all know what the prices are. We're all seeing them. We all see what the prices are like out there.
Yeah.
And it's not that Bland's is a bad bottle. I don't think anyone's going to say that's bad whiskey. It's just that when you look at what it's led to and the price points, it's disappointing to me to see people. I mean, you see it on Facebook, people chasing these bottles like, oh, I need to get a Bland's. No, you don't. You really don't. You don't need to get a Blanton.
He said, no, you don't.
You might want one, but there's plenty of good whiskey out there. There's no shortage of good whiskey. So
yeah, I just bought a Blanton's not too long ago. Not for me because I have other few bottles of it. But the thing with Blanton's and stuff like that, though, it's not really their fault.
No.
It's the little stores that see people coming by this, and then all of a sudden they throw a price out there, and somebody grabs it. They raise the price a little bit more. Somebody grabs that bottle. They raise the price a little more. Somebody grabs that bottle. That has nothing to do with the distillery.
Right. That's the market. The market dictates the price, and a lot of people will pay overinflated prices for something because they think they need it.
But like these new distilleries, we talk about how, maybe in the whiskey world, like some of these new distilleries are coming out, if it's a craft whiskey and it's really not a craft whiskey, it's just sourced from NGP or if they're just good at marketing because they use Nike bottles to put their whiskey in.
Air Jordans in the whiskey bottle.
Yeah. It's the Air Jordan of bottles, the Blue Run. So they, I just think that why aren't we mad if we're going to be mad about people in marketing? Why aren't we mad at Michter's? Michter's didn't start making their own juice until 2015. So any 10-year that you buy, they don't even disclose what's in the bottle. So any 10-year as of right now that you buy is from somewhere else in 2000 that they got a barrel from in 2012. So why aren't we mad at them for not telling us who they sourced it from? Because they don't tell us who they sourced it from. But it's a 10-year bourbon or rye, and we're like, oh man, Michter's is so great, but it's not even their own stuff.
Yeah.
And we don't even know where they gave it, but we're not mad at Michter's. We're mad at the new guys who are coming out now because they don't disclose everything on there. Look at Barrel. They blend like they grab the kitchen sink and then throw it in a bottle, and they're like, this will be the best stuff you've ever tasted.
And it pretty much is. I'll fight on that one. I'm not mad. If it tastes good, I got nothing to say. I don't care where you got it from. You get it from MPG dirt off a cow's butt. I would still drink it because it tastes good.
Some of them have like 7, 8, 9 distilleries labeled on the back of where they were sourced from. So it's like, yeah, they're telling us, they're disclosing information, but it's like, man, it's just like it just seems like they just there's some mad scientist throwing whiskeys together and saying, this tastes good enough. And then, and then put it out. I mean, I've tasted some barrels that I don't like that a lot of people like barrel seagrass. When I first got it, I just couldn't drink that, and a lot of people love that stuff. I just couldn't drink it. It tastes like mop water to me.
I'm never mad though. That's one thing I like because we all got different palates. We all like different things.
Yeah.
Some people like blends. Some people don't.
And some people like mop water. I'm just kidding.
I guess I don't take it any way, man. Go ahead, Charles.
No, I said there's no perfect how something. Like I say, I may love pizza. You may hate pizza. Is who's right? The person who hates it, the person that likes it. So I'm not here to argue.
I don't know anybody who doesn't love pizza. That's a bad analogy.
Well, you might like. I don't like mayonnaise. Do you like mayonnaise? It's the same thing. So somebody may like something I don't. So what I'm trying to say is I don't ever get mad at somebody loving something that and hating something because it's all subjective. However, if everybody says that something is horrible, then it's you're going to agree with that because everybody's saying it's horrible. Some things like. What did we drink that was really, really horrible? The Woodenville or the brothers, the Vampire Brothers people stuff. That was horrible.
Brothers Bond, yeah.
Yeah, I don't drink it. But
Woodenville?
Let's say Joe liked it though. Have you tried it?
Are you talking about Woodenville?
No, I didn't like it. Did you like Woodenville?
Yeah, I got a few bottles of that.
Yeah, well, I didn't like the one that Whiskey War sent me. I thought it was horrible. That's just me. But that's what I'm saying. We all got different. Maybe try a different batch, or later on in the bottle, it may taste better.
Well, see, that's the thing with seagrass is it's batched. So I was thinking I got a bad bottle. So I don't know. Yeah. I haven't tried any since, but I'm gonna try that damn $250 bottle pretty soon. I'm just waiting for it to come in.
Yeah, I feel like that about Eagle Rare. We've had a couple of Eagle Rares. A lot of Eagle Rares, like more than ones we had. Some taste really great. Other ones be like, man, this don't taste good. You agree with that, B? So it's I always say that. I think it's something else we had there where one bottle was really good, the next bottle wasn't that good. What was it? I can't think of what it was.
Well, that happens with a lot with single barrels too.
Yes.
Single barrels, you're looking at a specific barrel that just put out a certain amount of bottles, so the next barrel is going to be different.
So I try to never not say I'm going to I want to revisit it, but I always want to revisit something because maybe if I let it sit for a while, it'll taste different, or I try another bottle. I want to at least give it 2 bottles before I hate it, except for the brothers, whatever that one. I don't really.
We are going to go back.
And well, but would you buy another bottle?
No.
I'm really not in a big mood to buy another bottle. I'm just not. I don't want to revisit that.
Blade Bow.
Blade Bow is just Barton juice.
He said Barton juice. Yeah, I didn't like a lot of stuff. That's what He put out
I haven't drank, as you can see, I haven't drank much of it. It's not something I always go back to.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I don't hate it though.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. It just wasn't as much as it was hyped when we tried it. It was like,
yeah. So I'm kind of with Charles. So I guess my thing is it worth $50 or $45 or whatever you're paying?
You get a key.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what it's to, but it looks nice.
A key to the dumpster. That's what it's for. No, it's not that bad. It's just that I feel like when you taste it, my personal thought is this is a $25, $30 whiskey. It does not drink like a $45, $50 whiskey.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I agree. I mean, shoot. I don't know how many I have that are like the secondary stuff, like Jack 10. You know, this right here is off the bat is $70. But after drinking it, I'll take for that same price. I'll drink the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof because the flavors last longer. 2, it still doesn't drink as hot as 130 proof that it is.
Yeah. And
this is at 97 proof, you know? So, I mean, it's sweet, it's nice, but it's not up to that level, but they're still charging that. And then on secondary, people are charging like $250, $300 for that bottle. And it's definitely not worth that.
the hype gets people, man. A lot of people really like that hype. And this is a rare. You can't have it. You don't know how great this is, and it's great, even though it sucks. But I'm gonna tell you, it's great because I paid $350 for this bottle. People do stuff like that.
One of the most hyped bottles ever in life is going to be this bottle right here.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember, what were your thoughts on that one?
He said, "Ooh."
That's hype right there. Out the gate, people were trying to charge $500, $600 when it's a $60 bottle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it came out as, and people went crazy, and right off, like, it just went straight to secondary market, which was, I've never seen that before. I mean, there were stores that you could find it in if you got lucky at a Costco or something, but otherwise you were paying secondary at some of these you go to Charles, you go to wine. What is it? Wine. Not Total Wine. The other one.
No, I'm trying to wait. The one on Lakewood Boulevard or somewhere around there.
No,
not Beverage Warehouse. I don't know. It's another one. It's another one where I think the beer is from. I can't think of the name. I don't know. I got to think about it. But if you tell me the name, I probably say yeah. It's in Long Beach. Total Wine and More, Beverage Warehouse, Liquor Bank, Bevmo. There's a lot of moms and pops.
Later, Reaper. We'll see you later, brother.
I don't know. You can pick up the name. Let me look it up.
Mission Wine and Spirits. They have a lot of them in LA.
I've never been there.
Never been there.
You need to go. You need to find a Mission Wine and Spirits if you're looking for like really good bottles.
I'm gonna look it up.
They'll have the allocated stuff. It might be a little price higher, but sometimes you get lucky and their prices will be just MSRP on certain bottles. Sometimes less than MSRP there, but a lot of bottles, like if you see a Pappy's there, of course it's going to be crazy priced and stuff like that. But other than that, they have just as good a selection as like Total Wine, but they got more of the allocated type stuff if you're looking for any of that. But again, sometimes it'll be higher, sometimes it'll be the same, and sometimes maybe a little lower than MSRP.
There's a couple of them around here. So I see that. Glendale. I'll check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. That's where I get a lot of some of my stuff. They are actually for the Seagrass, the new Seagrass 16-year Seagrass that's coming out. They're but they're charging $219. Vice $250 out the gate, which Total Wine is charging.
I will be going. I can see Glendale.
So they do drop their prices sometimes to get certain products out.
So, Joe, what are your thoughts on that bottle, the Coy Hill?
I was about to drink it, but I took a pact with a friend that I wasn't going to drink until February 19th because that is the last day. One of our friends from Australia, Lilith, she's fighting cancer, so that's one of her last days. She's going to have her. I think I don't know if it's exactly that day, but she's getting her last treatment around that time frame. So I said I wouldn't drink on stream, and so when I usually don't drink on stream, I'm not at home boozing it up. So I haven't really, because I kind of want to share it with like you guys and stuff. You said next week, right? So no, I mean my 500 celebration is this Saturday. Yeah, but I mean, hey, we'll tune in for the 19th or whenever your stream is after that. Yeah, my first stream back will be the 19th and I'm doing a battle against one of the people that come out and chat there. It's going to be Jeffrey Wack. I got to get him his samples though. So I just got his package today, hand delivered. So okay. So now I got to hand deliver back a flight for him. So because we're going to do a battle on the 19th. Hey
Joe, have you ever seen modern times, early times bottled and bond out here?
Oh no, I had to get mine in Kentucky or Georgia, okay. Kentucky. Somewhere. I got two of them. because I never seen them out here. As far as the bottle and bond ones, the early times is everywhere, but bottle and bond, I haven't seen it out here. No.
Yeah, so I guess Cooper's isn't out there either. Those are on the way to Charles right now, but for Saturday. Distribution's funny, man.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Cooper's Craft is really good too. It's a good sipper. What did you think about the Remus?
The standard or the repeal?
Remus 5 repeal.
Haven't ever found it, so I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, I wish I had an opinion on it, but I've never even seen a bottle. So I went as soon as I saw the reviews dropping, I was all over Central and Southern Kentucky looking for one, but never found one. So
that's weird because when it came out here, it was like everywhere.
Yeah, I keep hearing that.
I mean, you can't find it now, but like for a few months, it was just like every store I went into, there was there. I mean, not Total Wine, but some of the smaller liquor stores, they had it.
I haven't had it, but I didn't really look for it. But I'm more on the vigilant. I'm more on the hunt. So hopefully we'll find the stuff that's worth trying.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't know if it's just because the California market is larger, or what the case is. I assume that's what it is, because the closest big town to me is Lexington, and so that's usually like anytime like there's a big release, that's where I go to try and find. So that's what I did. As soon as I saw that it was released, I went up to Lexington. And did my usual tour of Lexington. I stopped at like 20 stores, couldn't find a single bottle. And they said that they didn't even have it in yet. No one had even gotten it in yet. So I don't know when they even got it. And so the same thing happened with the Elijah Craig drop. So we didn't get C921 until January. Why that is, I have no idea. Since it's made here.
Yeah.
I don't really understand why it gets released in Kentucky 4 months late, but anyway.
Yeah, I saw it here a bunch of times, and I passed on it because I had the A121 and then the B521, and I was like, I mean, there's going to be so many people doing a comparison between the three. What would it matter if I threw mine in there? So I was like, I'll just wait for the A122 to come out. I know some people in Colorado already got that bottle.
Yeah. The average drinker.
Yeah.
Sarah, yeah. She did it like what, a month ago?
Yeah.
Still have yet to see a bottle, but yeah.
Well, you know what? Bourbon Bites also did one. Bourbon Bites is here in LA also, Charles.
Okay.
Bourbon Bites.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I'm a mod on there too, so if you check out his whiskeys, I can
there you go.
drop your channel.
Hey, you got a fan in the chat. I don't know if they trolling or not, but I want you to know, Joe, you got a fan.
Yeah, I don't know about this name.
I'm not saying I let everybody else handle that.
I can't see the chat.
They just gave you a compliment, so I can't.
Squirtle, we're watching you.
I can't. They ain't say nothing wrong though. It's called compliments. I'm not. I'll let the mods handle that right now.
It's heading in a weird direction.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Daddy Joe.
Hey, by the way, Sean Wallace, I appreciate your comment earlier on thinking that my Woodinville review is the funniest review ever. I don't know that necessarily is, but I appreciate the compliment nonetheless. I actually took that review down because I feel like, in fairness to Woodinville, that I must have gotten a bad bottle, and I think Charles and B agree because they got my bottle.
Did you tell him it was bad when you sent it to him though?
Or did you? The review was up way before they got the samples.
Oh, okay.
So anybody that follows me or knows anything about me knew what I felt about Woodinville.
Yeah, we knew it was gonna be nasty. We didn't expect it to be as nasty as we
on
knew
the nose. I knew exactly what it was on the nose because it smelled like the paint thinner. Right? It was like a paint thinner smell.
Yeah, but like I say, because sometimes it's the batch. It could be the bottle. It could just be that one aberration that
and that's what I'm wondering about. So Joe, you said you have a few bottles. I'm talking about just the standard Woodinville 90 proof bourbon. No store picks. No
port cask also, I think it is. Let me see.
No, just the regular 90 proofer.
I think the other one's upstairs. This one is a private select.
We got a good. So I'm laughing. It's a good troll. It's a good troll.
That's what everybody always talks about. Everybody always talks about the barrel proof private selects. And so, like, all the hate I got in the comments was like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about because this and that. They're always like, oh, the port finish is great and the private selects are great. But nobody ever said anything positive about the regular 90 proof, which is what the review was about.
Yeah.
So
no, I don't have that one, so I couldn't tell you.
Because that's what I'm curious about. I'm curious if I have a bad bottle of that, because until I find a positive review on that one, I'm not buying another one.
So, okay, Joe, let me ask Joe, what's your favorite everyday sipper? You just want to drink I know you got a collection to die for, probably. I don't want to die at all. But you probably have something that you say, I just want to drink. What's your favorite everyday sipper if you're not even thinking, just something that you don't even, easy to get?
Wild Turkey 101.
Yep. I got it. I get you. It makes sense. It does. Something that you just want to drink. We got to do a comparison. Evan Williams, Bottom and Bond versus Wild Turkey 101. But I got to have 5. I believe 5 is about the most we can go.
92 small batch is pretty good too. I'll drink that too. That's also Barton. That's the same stuff that's in the Blade and Bow here.
And that's not very good to me, Blade and Bow. Some people like it.
1792 is good to me.
I know you do. I know. I'll try it again. What's the price on the small batch? $20?
High 20s?
Yeah, man. I want to do it. I want to try it. I want to do a blind on that. Really, I want to do Evan Williams, Wild Turkey 101. We do the small batch 1792. Miller Corner. I love it.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to find out. My favorite everyday sipper right now is Bottom and Bond. And I do like that. I told you last night I was drinking
Evan Williams.
I was drinking Bottom and Bond, Evan Williams, and I was drinking the Wild Turkey 101. And I was like, and then I did the Hearst. I like that, even though Joe don't like it like I do. But I was like, man, this is all like it's for that $30 under. I'm with it. So I gotta rebind it. George Remus special.
Yep. It's 100 proof. Also, are you adding in your flight? Are you adding just bottle and bonds per se, or can it be also 100 proofer, which is basically a bottle and bond? But
I would stick under. I want to be on the $30 range and do with that. It doesn't have to be any. It just would take the best $30 range. That's what I think I'm going to do. That's what I would like to do. They don't have to be bottled and bond.
Well, then Remus is out.
I had the George Remus with the Special Reserve because I'm just with. For me, I just want something that tastes good. That's it. That's all I care. I don't care about the proof. I don't care nothing else. I don't care how it's made. I don't care what it is.
I would put the George Remus in there because that I liked it. To me, it reminded me of a Danish or something.
Danish.
I remember liking the regular one.
That's cool. We got to do that, man. I'm learning, man. There's no wrong answer.
I did not bring all these bots with me. Man, what the heck?
They're loving you though, Joe.
They're like Daddy Joe. That's his name. Independent Daddy Joe.
and Joe, I assume that is your first name. Are we wrong on that, or are you Joe?
Yeah, I'm Joe. Yeah.
Okay.
So Charles and what's
Sean?
Sean
with an S.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's us. So what are your thoughts on what we're drinking tonight? So Charles reminded me that I had this bottle. I hadn't drank any in a while. What's your thoughts on the small batch from Smoke Wagon?
I like it. Of course, I also like the Uncut Unfiltered.
Yeah, that's the one we drink.
We're gonna Uncut Unfiltered.
But I won't say it's. Where's it at?
Oh, you sure are.
Uncut Unfiltered.
Oh, they got to step up, so never mind.
We even put it in the title. Just in case somebody didn't know what we were drinking. Uncut and Unfiltered.
Yeah. Hey, mods, if somebody can throw Joe's link in the chat there.
What's that one?
This is the just the straight bourbon.
Okay.
This is the 4th of July one, but this one right here is also along with
same thing, different bottle.
Yeah, we got
same thing, different bottle. Although they say on their special bottles, which these are their holiday bottles, they say they do something different with them. I'm not sure exactly what, but that's what they had said, that there's a little difference in the holiday bottles, but it's pretty much the same juice as just the straight bourbon whiskeys that are the regular bottles that they have. I have a few of those too, but I mean, I finished so many bottles of that one. So right there next to Wild Turkey 101, that's one of my favorite ones too. It's a lot different in profile and flavor. Well, one, because it's MGP, and the other one's Wild Turkey, so it's just two different whiskeys. But yeah, I can't get enough of that one. But the other ones, when I'm drinking with friends, especially like on stream and stuff like that, small batch and Uncut, Unfiltered are really, really good pours.
Yeah, this is my first time having that Uncut, Unfiltered, and I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
Matter of fact, I'll pour a little bit for you guys.
Joe, walk me through this, my friend. How do I find your link on your channel? I'm on your channel page.
You go to where it says share, and then it'll come up. It'll say copy link, and then you just hit copy. You hit that button, and then you just
let me share, Joe. If you guys don't know how to do it, I know how to do it. I'm an expert. I'm an expert.
The Commandant got it.
Okay, somebody else did it.
Appreciate you, Commandant.
I am technological.
Boy, Lou, what's up, Lou?
Commandant Lou,
my dude. Well, you know what? Everybody in the chat are my dudes. Sean and Joe becoming my dude. We're dudes, dude.
Yeah.
Here's to all of you.
Real. I'm sorry I'm retarded, but where is this share button you're referring to?
It's like when you're on the channel, it's on top, on the top row. There's a different little click buttons you could do on top, and one of them says share.
All right, so I got home, videos, playlist, channel, about, and then like the search, and then subscribe, and then the bell.
You can copy the link. You can just copy the link.
No, I mean, because I need to learn how to do this crap. I'm sorry, I'm
interrupting. Probably one video. If you share a video, like if you go to any individual video and share that video, also might put the name and then they can subscribe.
So, like, I'm on Whiskey Reaper's channel.
Okay.
Answer me, motherfucker!
Somebody was trying to call me. Somebody's trying to call me. So, you're right here. There's an arrow right there, and then you click on that arrow, and it'll bring up their more info, and there's their link. And once you click on it, it'll ask you if you want to share it.
If you want me to take you through a tutorial, I can share the screen and take you through a tutorial of sharing a page. If you really want me to do that, Brother Sean.
Yeah, see, I'm on a desktop. You're on mobile.
I can share, if you really, I can share the screen and go through how you would copy and paste.
Let's do it. Let's all learn how to share links. That's the little bit.
I'm gonna show you a simple way so you don't got to worry about it.
So right on top here, if you scroll to the side, it'll just say information. It should say information on their channel. And then once you go there, it'll tell you what the channel's about, and it'll have the link, and then you could click the link, and it'll say share, and then you just copy link, and then you can share it.
Hold on. Yeah, I can keep talking. I'm gonna have to do a share the screen thing so Sean can learn today. You gonna learn today.
You gonna learn today?
I think I got it. I think I got it. Let's see if I'm successful. I think I did a thing. I think I did it.
Okay. It's really quite easier than most people would know.
Do it. I think I did it.
Like I'm on a pixel.
Check out that link and see if I did it successfully.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it right there.
All right. It's different. It's different on my desktop.
Are you using Windows 10, Windows 11? Using what type of browser are you using?
I am Windows 10.
So next, you got Chrome on your desktop.
Yeah, I'm not using it though.
Well, all you gotta do is you double tap on whatever in the URL address, copy and paste it. because it's always going to be the same.
Well, so what I ended up doing actually is just right-clicking on Joe's banner and then clicking share, and that brings up the link.
Yes. So let me show you. I'm about to do a little tutorial. I don't mind being. I'm gonna make it easy for you guys. Watch and learn fast.
Yeah. Once you're on the channel too, if right at the top, the bar, the information bar, you could just highlight that. And
watch. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share the screen. I'm gonna share Joe's channel. I'm gonna show you. Chrome tab.
Man, nobody ever computers are not my thing. You talk to me about whiskey, and we.
Can everybody see Joe's screen? Can you see my screen? Can you see Joe's? Can you see the whole thing? I don't know what you guys are seeing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you? At the top it says YouTube Independent Joe. Just double click this. Copy.
Why did you double click, Charles? I didn't see you double
click.
See
it?
Yeah. You go out of frame. It goes out of frame when you do the double click.
Okay. Well, at the top, there's a URL address. It says his name.
Oh, okay. I got
at the very top, you can just do that. And you can also just click on any video. Just click on the video, and it should be a share button. So I gotta go into the videos, but on regular, you can share it. On the mobile, you can share it. But you can right click like this.
Well, right there on about that's right there. If you click on about, that's the easiest way to do it.
So the thing is, Joe, when I go to about. All right, let me go back here. Where am I looking in about? Because I don't see that's the thing. I'm not seeing. Like I got your email there.
It doesn't show the link,
bro.
No.
It doesn't. I know what he's talking about. It doesn't. It shows the link. Follow me on Facebook, but it's your email address. But the fastest way, truthfully, would be copy the URL and let's say you go to a video. I'm gonna go to a video, and then let's say I'm watching a video, any video of Joe, right? I'm watching any video of Joe. And then I can just share. See where it says share? Can you see this? Click share. And then however you want to share it, it's going to copy the link. And then if you copy the link and I put that in the chat, it's going to take you to Joe's page because this is Joe's video. You guys can see this, right?
Yeah.
Any video you can do that too. So all you got to do is go to share on any video, click share, copy the link. There you go. Now it's going to take you to Joe's page. And if I do that, all you got to do is watch the video, click on Joe, and subscribe. There you go.
All right, there we go.
The fastest way.
Now we can even the retarded ones like myself can now share a YouTube link.
So I hope I showed it. I hope it made some type of sense. I hope I did it in the right way.
Oh yeah, that was helpful. So yeah, I mean I figured it out while we were talking there, but that works too. Yeah, probably easier. Yes, good man, Franklin.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's different way. We've done this before.
If for some reason you're here and you're not sub to Charles, then what are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
That's all good. I mean, I want everybody to subscribe to me. But if you don't want to, it's great. Cheers to you anyway.
Yeah, we just
appreciate you, Drugland.
We just need to become more totalitarian about it, Charles, and just force people.
That's good, man.
That's the way of the world these days.
Have you heard of the good Charles?
Yeah. Hanging AZ said we all late. He said I was already
appreciate you, AZ.
Yeah. And we got a good little crowd, man. Man, this is awesome. And so a lot of people don't know if you want to hit somebody on the Cash App, you can put all your links into that or whatever you want to share with people on the About section. So you can support us financially to drink for you.
Yeah. It's important. Whiskey costs money, folks. Whiskey costs money. I don't know if you know that, but
yeah.
Joe, so here's the question for you. This one I like to ask anybody I meet. So how long have you been collecting?
I get it.
For the past, I would say 4 years now. Okay. It started off, a friend of mine, I went to go visit a friend of mine in Oklahoma. He owns a restaurant over there called Max Barbecue. And I've been there a few times, and every time I go over there, he was like giving me whiskey. The first whiskey he gave me was Henry McKenna, Bottle and Bond. Mm-hmm. So I was like, and I liked the flavor, because when he had asked me if I liked whiskey, I was like, oh yeah, I'll drink anything. And he's like, no, well, you're supposed to kind of like savor the flavor.
Yeah, enjoy
and I was like, it just sounded weird at first, and I'm like, okay, all right, fine. So what do I do? And so he gave me a Glen, and we were tasting different whiskeys that he had, and one of the first one was Henry McKinnon. And I was like, oh, okay, but he's also one of those ones who likes something that's really nice, soft, and what everybody hates, which is the damn it, what is it? Where are you at?
Where you at?
Basil.
Oh, basil.
Hating. Like everybody shits on these bottles, but there's a market for it, though.
Yeah, there is.
There's a market for it. So
that's bourbon training wheels right there.
Yeah, yeah, but it's also for people who drink Scotch.
Yeah.
People who maybe want the taste of bourbon, but don't want to, I guess, get that higher proof stuff. And I think that's fine too. There's a market for it. There's people who like it, So, I try to shy away from saying anything about what people spend their money on, because in my collection I have a bottle that costs $1,500 that I don't like. And
I understand.
It's okay.
What is the name of the bottle that you don't like? And it's $1,500. B wants to know.
Let's talk about it, Joe.
It's the Woodford Reserve, the Baccarat.
I know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I was thinking about buying that one too.
Yeah. So I just wanted to try to understand myself why somebody would pay that much. So I ended up paying that much just to see if there was some kind of magical flavors and craziness that came through. And there's 1,500 other bottles that could probably take its place.
Right.
Other than it comes in a crystal, it to me it's just a nice sipper. But for $30, I'll take this nice sipper over that one,
Totally get you. I'm the same. Somebody can say something that's horrible, but I want to try it. It's just like everything else. Well, let me try it, because it may not, my taste buds are not your taste buds. I got to taste it for myself. So I listen to people, but I want to know. I want to know. That's all it is. There's no slight on you. It's, let me try it. Let me try it. As long as I'm not going to die, why not try it, right?
So Charles, speaking of, I'm sending you out the Coopers in the early times, and we were talking about exchanging samples. I told you, surprised me with the third one. Mm-hmm. That reminded me of. I want you guys to send me that Brothers Bond.
Yeah, that's it right there. Yep.
Woo!
Wow.
It's a beautiful bottle, though.
Yeah. It's a nice looking presentation, but that's marketing, I guess. And nobody's mad at Woodford Reserve for coming out with these master distiller stuff that comes out at 150 plus at the stores, but that's all marketing,
Hey, Sean, text me what you want to try so we can send it out to you.
Yeah, well, I text you the two, but so I think throw the Brothers Bond in there, and we'll make that we'll do just. Do you guys have any of the Woodinville left?
No.
No. Okay.
It was that bad, huh?
We poured out a little bit to the dead homies.
We didn't care for it.
I'll get you another sample. Anyway, we'll have like a bad whiskey night on live and just drink terrible whiskey and have fun with it.
Well, you know what made me the most mad? Because my name was Charles Goodnight. Like, I didn't hate it, but I was like, man, the name Charles, you're supposed to be good, and I did not feel good drinking it that night. And the name Charles Goodnight, no. I tried again. I got to revisit it, but I really didn't like that. I feel bad. Didn't. Anybody ever had Charles Goodnight? You ever had it? Joe hasn't had it. What? Joe hasn't had it. Charles Goodnight.
I've seen it, but I never bought it.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I'll give you some.
Yeah, save your money.
What did you want to take, man? Might as well just give you the bottle. Put it on your shelf.
So question to Joe, Charles, and the chat as well. Throw it up there in chat. Now, Joe, you were kind of talking about the Henry McKenna, but now was that the bottle that got you into to whiskey, or was it a different bottle? And same question to you, Charles. What was the bottle that got you into whiskey? Like made you just think, I got to start collecting this stuff?
Henry McKenna and Basil Hayden's.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, because that's what he drank. He drank that stuff. I went over there a few times, and then he gave me my first. What was it? The old Van Winkle 10-year,
I got on Instagram.
and it tastes like coconut sweet, just crazy good. And I went and bought a bottle, and it tastes nothing like what I bought. It ain't bad. It's just nothing like what I had from his bottle. And I was just like, dang it. I was waiting for that same flavor, and it just didn't happen. So, you know, but he gave me, you know, certain ones, and it just started snowballing. And then all of a sudden, I started collecting, and then now I have a pretty good amount of bottles, and it's all good. I'm still collecting, and I don't really call myself a collector, because that insinuates that you're gonna not open it and you're gonna hold on to it, probably try and flip it at some point.
The same thing.
Yeah, so we need to come up with a better name for ourselves. I don't want you to call what we do.
I drink.
Whiskey consumer.
I'm a whiskey adventurer. I want to try.
So what do you call it when you own way too many bottles but you're drinking them all?
A connoisseur.
Connoisseur sounds pretentious though. So you know.
I know what it is for me. What are you?
Me, it was it was Scotch. So it was Naglov. I can't say it right. Naglov. I'm probably saying it wrong.
Naglov.
And then Macallan 12. And then from that, I was like, let's go bourbon.
Okay.
And for me, really what got me turned on, I liked Scotch. It was cool. It's like I had Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. And I was like, my gosh, this is really real? What is this? What? Okay. That was it right there. It was Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Is there a channel called Whiskey Adventurer?
No, you're going to make it. It may be, though. You never know, man. Whiskey.
I mean, because that's actually a pretty good name. I probably would have picked that over Independent Joe. Because
we just came up with a new distinction for ourselves.
There you go. It's all good, man. That's what I just want to take the trip, man. That's all I want to do is take the trip through whiskey. I want to have fun with it.
Yeah, because you find that some good ones that'll be like, whoa, it's like God shining His light on you right then and there when you certain stuff you sip. You're like, whoa, I want to. This is so good.
Hey, I want to just for all the trolls out there, we appreciate you. If you're gonna troll, just give us a thumbs up. If you want to post all over your face, give us a thumbs up. I'm not mad at you. If you think Joe has the best beard that you've seen in the whiskey game, give us a thumbs up. You know, hit him up on the PayPal, Cash App, whatever. It's all good. You can say it all you want as long as you help us buy the drink, and so we can take a better whiskey adventure. Cheers to you, trolls.
So Squirrel, the important thing since you're here is that you need to sub to all of our channels. I mean, since you're hanging out with us, you know, sub, hit the notification bell, do all the things, hit like on all the videos. I mean, since you're gonna hang out here and throw something in the chat.
Yeah, it's all good, trolls, but just make sure you contribute. Tell us about since you think Joe is absolutely beautiful, say what type of whiskey you want to drink with Joe, and how much you want to help him and pay him for the whiskey he wants to drink. We're all with you because Joe would appreciate that. And then you can say, Joe, I love you. Here's $50 for the sip you're taking tonight. That's all you got to do. Appreciate you. Cheers to you. Whatever your troll name is next. If you want to another page.
Yeah. Here we go. Jiggly. Jiggly is back. Jiggly is back with us. Oh.
So, I mean, you said you want to see Joe on the Cash App. That's great. See them $50 on the Cash App. Let me make sure. Joe, drop your Cash App into the chat and see if they hit you up with that because they want to seed you or they want you to see you.
What I'm most curious about is I did not know that Joe was a farmer, so now I'm curious. So, Joe, what do you typically plant in your garden? Are we talking like
marijuana?
Okay, there you go. That's right. California. What am I thinking?
No, Lou said he hit the troll, but don't worry, the troll come back with a different name. They having fun, so I don't mind them trolling. Just if you gonna troll, hit. If you troll, you are trolling Joe. You're trolling Joe specifically. So we will participate if you pay. Like
I don't want you to think that I brought them here to do this. It doesn't matter. Because personally, I think they should be wanting your seed.
Oh, I don't farm.
So what is interesting though is that you brought really friendly trolls though, Joe. I mean, typically we just get the Russian trolls that you can't even understand what they're saying. At least these are really friendly, funny trolls. So
cool. I don't mind. I mean, Joe's a good person. You like the beard. You want his seed. You want to kiss him. All good. Well, donate for some. He wants some good whiskey. He'll give. Hey, you might be here. Keep making your bid. We don't know how much it's going to cost, but keep paying the pot. Sooner or later, it might be worth enough. You might get your wish. Get a couple thousand. There you go. You never know. Hey, I'm with it.
Sean's ex-girlfriends are attacking.
That's probably what it is.
There's one chick that I would not be surprised if that happened. But anyway, so how do you think your wife would feel about these trolls, Joe?
As long as they're paying.
Now, Joe, I am just guessing based on, I don't know your wife, but she looks like a woman from Latin descent, as is my wife.
Yeah.
Now, if your wife is anything like mine, they do not tolerate that kind of stuff.
No. No, I mean, I didn't even, I'm like more focused on the conversation, and then you guys say something, and then I look over at my phone. I'm like, and all I see is deleted messages, so I don't even know what they're saying.
Oh, they want your seed desperately, Joe.
You are the man. You are the man. Something about Joe. Like yeah, it does. I'm thinking something about Joe.
So my wife is actually getting
something about Mary.
Talking about that's.
So, do you go on live like this a lot, Charles?
I'm gonna start, man. I'm gonna try to do it, man. This is fun, man.
Is this your first live, or more, you have
other? I've been plenty of lives. I do a live with Sean all the time on Saturdays and Fridays.
Do you usually go like over 2 hours?
Four.
We go. The average is about 4 when we go, but I don't have to. You don't have to. I can end it like right now, even though I'm enjoying it. I don't even think about the time. There's no preset time for me. It's just we having fun.
No, I'm just curious because some people have certain like set level times, and some people just let it run, like Scotch Down Under and stuff like that. He does like 8 hour. He's done 24-hour stuff before.
I'm not going for a record. I'm going for the vibe. Like I can end it right now. I'm just keep on drinking because me is enjoying it. But like for me, it's just if everybody's hanging out, having fun, people talking, it's cool. And if you guys is like, I'm ready, I got something else to do, I can end it, man. I'm appreciative if I get 5 minutes. My plan wasn't even to go on for 10 minutes, and it just evolved into having fun. It's like I'm about fun. That's what the name is. So like you'll never know how like when I turn this camera off, I'll probably do a circle and dance and because I'm just happy people popped in and you popped in. I mean, I feel humbled. Sean popped in. I didn't expect it. I didn't even expect it. So I'm just happy. And if you was like, I got something to do, we end it. Dude, I can never repay you for the kindness you showed me today. that's all I think. So Commandant Lou, Hanging AZ, Dragonland, the Trolls, Commandant Lou, Puff Hole, whatever they anybody that popped in, they didn't have to pop in. And so it's just, I'm happy. That's all I can ever tell you, bro. So yeah,
I'm trying to think back, Charles. I would say I think the longest we ever did was something like 5.5 hours.
5 hours. 5 hours.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I mean, as Charles was saying, not ever really planned. It's just kind of like whenever we get tired and we're too sloppy to keep going.
Well, I definitely want to jump on those ones once I start getting back into the bottles again. So next week for sure, and Saturday I'll definitely hang out love to hang out, and I might start drinking a week early. I mean, who cares?
I mean, I respect what you're doing, Joe. So I mean, even if you just want to pop in and just say hi, that's cool, man.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
Yeah, but you guys are enjoying yourselves, and I'm just like, man, I wish I start showing you bottles, pulling them down, and I'm like, damn, I want to drink it so bad.
It's all good, Joe. You made a friend of me. You don't even know. It don't take long for me, man.
Yeah.
And this is what I do because this is great. I want to keep going, but we'll end this because I want you to just not have the pressure of me pouring another glass and drinking like I'm about to do right now.
No, man, do it, man. I thought I was gonna say hi, and I just enjoy hanging out with you guys. I haven't ate since this morning. That's where I was going to go get something.
Oh man,
Well, go get something to eat, man. It's all good.
No, man, I'm enjoying the conversation, the hangout. I mean,
This is what it's like every time me and Sean get together. Every time. Am I wrong?
yeah. Oh,
So but it'd be so good.
well, if I left and you guys were still gonna hang out, then I'd probably just throw you on the phone and listen to you guys and text and drive and chat in the chat.
well, don't do that. We don't want you getting injured on account of us.
Nah, man, trust me. I'm going to be drinking more today. This is not the end for me. I may take a break, but I will end the stream because I want to keep going, but it's no big deal because we're going to get together. Maybe we'll do something tomorrow and Saturday. Of course, we got to hang out with Sean. So man, this is just awesome, man. I'm just appreciative. That's all I can tell you. So it's never no plan. It wasn't no plan to go 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. My plan was just to have fun and talk, and that was it. And go get some food. Sean, go ahead and engage in a different type of war. Yeah, we got you too. So yeah, I shut it down, man. This has been great though.
Hey, Charles,
I feel like I shouldn't have asked how long you usually go.
No. It's not even like that though, because it's not. Because I know that when you ask that, it's probably you have something to do. It's no plan, and I know you was trying to show us love, but it's not like that. Sean tell you learn. I'm the easiest going, no pressure. My stream is your stream. I can be quiet. You can talk all day. I wouldn't even care because I'm gonna keep drinking, and then I got something to say. I'm gonna say it. If I don't, whatever you want to do. It's all family, friends here. Everybody that come here, they already know what it is. Trust me. This is awesome. I'm ecstatic. I'm excited.
What other type? What is your like your special bottle?
Don't have one.
Guys, both of you guys. What's your special bottle that you guys like? That you have that you're sipping on and you're trying not to drink it. You're just sipping on it.
Lots. So it's not he likes the Jack Daniel Bear Proof Rye. I do like that, but I haven't found one that I don't want to share yet. That's so special that I wouldn't drink it. And I think about it after I can't find it anymore. But then again, I haven't had any super whales that have blown me away. Yes, it's me. B is a little bit more than me. So this
kill it down.
This is his special bottle.
But as you can see,
almost gone.
Yeah, I don't have that, so I don't think like he does. Because everything
So this is what's been the most funny to me. Like no matter what bottle we talk about,
the same one.
Yeah, I got that.
We'll get on Joe's level sooner or later. Sooner or later, we'll get on Joe's level.
This bar looks fantastic.
Like,
yeah, we'll get there. I will get there.
We're all on the same level. We're all on the same level. We all love the same things. It's just we just have different stuff. Like I don't have the Bourbon Brothers or the Brothers something. You
don't want it either.
You don't want it.
No, but see, it's humble. Like you've been in the game, Brian, probably more to like I've been drinking for a long time. But whiskey,
year, right?
Yeah, really, it ain't been 2 years since I've really been into whiskey. So it takes me some time to get to Joe's level to have the availability to get certain bottles. So
yeah,
I'm getting there.
We're in the same area.
Huh? Yeah,
we're in the same area.
Yeah, but you got to think. I was not just drinking whiskey. I was really drinking beer and doing a lot of heavy beer stuff. So then it's migrated from me. I was
how did it evolve into whiskey?
Hours and going to every beer festival to me now migrating into whiskey. You know, it helped me on my love of it, getting an inebriated journey. So that's like you have a collection that it took you years to get. Where I'm still starting with my boy. You know, so we're gonna slowly get there. We're gonna slowly get there, and sooner or later it's gonna be a party. Joe gonna be here with us in a set. You know, Joe gonna be on the
background gonna be better.
We're gonna be able to Uber you home, Uber you there. It's gonna be off the chain sooner or later. Trust me, I got a thought on it. I just want to have fun doing it and get everybody else to celebrate and join in with us. So I'm getting flights for Sean to come out here with his wife. And we're gonna be playing music on the street. I'm joking.
Do you have a special occasion bottle, Sean?
Yeah. So I think Charles was fronting a little bit because I know Charles, he loves that Johnny Walker Blue. He talks about it all the time. And
but it's easy to get. So it's not like I got that. It's not hard to get. Like I don't have anything.
12 is easy to get.
McCollum 18 is easy to get.
Yeah, 18. That's
so I try to think of something that's like I haven't had something that it's so great I don't want to share it yet. All right. I'm waiting for that. Like, oh my God, I waited in line. Not that I want to.
No, it's not that you won't share it. It's just one of those ones where it's just like, you know, that you got to make that bottle last because once it's gone, it's kind of hard to get. Do you have that type of bottle?
This was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was it then. But I haven't, like, we're making it last and we shared and we still making it last. So we like other than Sean, we don't give it in. Nobody's had any. No one other than Sean. I wouldn't give it, like, for real.
And it's the same with the one I'm about to say. So my bottle that's like that is the one I share with Charles, and there's one Patreon that's getting it, and that was my first Patreon. And I just wanted to send it to him just to say like a super thank you. But aside from that, no one else is getting it. So it was a bottle. It was bought by my son for me, just as like a thank you and that kind of thing. So it's the Bardstown Bourbon Company, the Five of Pavitt XO, which was a distillery only release.
Okay.
Joe, if you got that one, then you're just blowing my mind. So
ask me this question again in 2 years and see what I tell you. I'm gonna have something in the next 2 years.
Just kidding. That's Discovery. That's Discovery 4, I think, or 6.
Just kidding.
Hey, that's still a good one though. No, so yeah, I mean it is an expensive bottle, but more than anything, I mean I do really enjoy it, but it's more just like the fact that it was a gift from my son and all that kind of stuff. So I don't share that with a whole lot of people, and plus it was kind of a special occasion bottle, and so I don't give that out to everybody. But
my Wild Turkey 13, the international version, I guess it's what it is. It's a 1 liter bottle. Is my thing with my son. He turned 21, and I did a birthday stream with him, and I went through a bunch of different whiskeys. Our first pour together, our first drink together was the Wild Turkey 13, and then after that we started drinking different ones. We went to Promise of Hope for Parker's Heritage, and we did the Woodford Reserve Baccarat, and he liked that one more than all the other ones. So now he's not invited to the house because that's gonna last.
I got a question, Joe. I got a question for you. I got a question, Joe. Yeah. What whiskey or bourbon that was hyped up that was worth the price that you got? Because you had a super collection, so I want to
cigar blend all day.
Yeah,
that's expensive, but I just love the flavors that come from it. It's flavorful. And Nancy Fraley, I don't know what she puts in it, crack cocaine or whatever it is, but every time I try to see it, if I see a bottle and it's not way north of the price, then I'll pick it up. I got lucky on this batch 69. The store had just got it and it was on the bottom shelf, and they had priced it at MSRP, which now for a cigar blend before was like around 150, 40, something like that. Now it's at 199. So I got lucky and got it at 199.
Okay.
And it's just really good. I mean, I guess you have to, I have to get you guys a sample so you guys can try it out.
I want one. But let me ask you another question, Joe. This is interesting. At what price do you start to think about pulling the trigger? Like, how much does it collect? Some people got a $200 price. Some people got $300. What price do you say, I got to think about this? If there's something you haven't tried or heard about.
Well, I mean, $1,500 for a 90-something proof whiskey.
I knew you were gonna say that, but in general, you talk about 1,500, but what, you wouldn't. So what? Continue, because I asked the question correctly. Can I say, what price did you start to say? Well, is it worth it? Like something that maybe something that's $50 a bottle, but it's like 800. You heard it's great. You don't think about it.
See, I bought that Woodford Reserve Baccarat after I drank Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. And I don't like Woodford Reserve Double Oaked.
Really?
And I still bought it. So my mind works differently. If I'm walking through a store and I look at something and it's just appealing, I'll be like, I gotta try it.
As long as I can afford it, I'm gonna get it. Correct?
I mean, look at the key on this thing. Look at the key on that.
So let me ask you, Joe. So you saying as long as you got, if you want something, as long as you can afford it, you're going to get it. So price is irrelevant if you can afford it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I would be like that. I'm not quite there yet, but like for me, if a bottle is, if you know me, if I really want it, what do you think the most I'd pay if I really wanted the bottle? Knowing me, right now,
about 300. Because
you should go to Total. If you see this in Total Wine, pick it up.
I really want it. I really wanted it. 300 is when I start thinking about it, though. So I agree with you.
Charles, if you see this in Total Wine, pick it up. It's $150, but it'll be one of the best $150 you spend.
Black and Willet?
Black and Willet.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll do it.
Joe, I got to say, I wish I would have gotten that. Words are escaping me because of whiskey. That recommendation about 3 days ago, because I saw that at a Kroger in Lexington. Well, let's see. It was when were we there? They weren't we in Lexington? Tuesday. Kroger had it for $120.
Oh,
and
wow!
I passed on it because I hadn't really seen that.
I hadn't for $120. Ouch!
Yeah,
that is like ouch. That is the Black and Willet.
Yeah, I think that was my top rye for the year.
I watched that video. He had a video 100.
It's so
whiskeys.
It's so crazy good that man.
But here's the thing, though. So I want to tackle two things before we end the stream. So first off, you don't like seagrass, right? You said
no.
Okay.
Well, I didn't like the bottle I have.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
I did drink it again after I had drank it initially, but I had a bunch of different drinks and the flavor changed and it wasn't terrible. I was only judging it off of the initial flavor with a clean palate.
Do you like Whistle Pig 10 year?
I have a few of those. Yep.
Okay, so I figured you like Whistle Pig 10 year, you would love the seagrass because it has a similar taste profile. Would you agree with that, B? That's what I think. It's just me, And we just did a rye.
This is a 16 year, I think.
The endless collection that you
it's like ridiculous. Let me pull this out my left ass cheek. Let me pull this out my ear.
The first Happy's ever?
I got this exactly. What? So you got something from 1983? I got the actual barrel.
Yeah, I got a whole barrel right here. Let me show you.
Whistle Pig is also one of those distilleries that gets a lot of shit. But what's popular right now is Canadian whiskey, and people give Whistle Pig a hard time because they don't distill their own stuff. It's all Alberta juice, and
I like Alberta.
And now a lot of like Obtainium is getting into Canadian market. A lot of the different higher end whiskeys are that are supposed to be great. Even just straight Alberta premium that you get at Total Wine is supposed to be really good, but it's like, I don't know. It's I mean, a lot of places that source from different places, and all of a sudden now Canadian whiskey is, before everybody makes fun of people who drink Crown. I have the Crown.
You got everything.
I have the Crown Rare or whatever, the XR Crown.
I can't wait to Joseph. I got the Master Distiller right here on my shelf. I got the dude who makes it right here. Let me put him out for you.
Brown Foreman, come here real quick.
So no. Joe is like his own total line. It's just
exactly. Let me pull this right here. I got this.
It just seems like that because I get lucky when you bring up a certain whiskey and I happen to have it. But if you would have said the Four Brothers or the Brothers thing, I would have been like, well, I don't got that one.
Yeah, well, that's crap, so nobody cares.
Ryan said he got Han Solo. He said he got Han Solo frozen on the shelf on carbonate. Let me throw him out for you.
So Joe, going back to Seagrass, and I want to get to something else with you, because there's another thing that we definitely agree on. On the Seagrass, though, what on the palate do you not like about it? Like, I'm curious because we all taste whiskey, so we're all doing notes and stuff. So what note do you get that you don't like?
The smell, I couldn't get really anything off the aroma. It was just weird, and I thought, okay, maybe it's just one of those things that just has to mature or whatever. So I let it sit for a little bit, and then I went to the palate, and it was just like I just felt like I was drinking like dirty dishwater or like. And my wife, like I said like a dirty dish rag or something like that, and she said dirty mop water. So at the same time, and I didn't even try to influence her comment. I just said, I don't like this. I go, what are you drinking? What are you tasting? And she said, dirty mop water. And I said, well, I was going to say dirty wash rag. So we're about the same, I guess.
Yeah, that's so funny. How can that taste bad? Like, if you drink a beer that tastes like that, you're like, man, it's good. You drink a whiskey like that, you're like, what's wrong with it? Think about what I'm saying, because there's a lot of musky, dirty mop water beers that should taste like that, and you think it's great. So I'm just thinking about it.
Yeah, especially some of the stouts can get a little funky.
Yeah, it was really funky.
Yeah. So funny enough, Joe, I had a similar experience. It was actually the first video I ever put out. Don't go watch it; it's terrible.
I'm gonna go watch it.
But it was a double Jameson review, and it was just standard Jameson and the Jameson Stout cask. And I still say that I had to have gotten a bad bottle of the stout cask because it tasted like fishbowl water. Not that I know what that tastes like, but if you've ever had a fish tank, you know that smell.
Yeah.
It smelled and tasted just like
cloudy water. That's a hell of a whiskey.
We don't see it out here
Smoke Wagon, cloudy water.
We don't see it out here too much. Oh, well, back real quick on the Seagrass portion. But see, that's why when I say something's not worth it, you ask me, what's my limit? I hated Seagrass, but yet I already paid for Seagrass, the 16-year. But to me, they're just changing the name, and they're not changing the name, and they're using Canadian whiskey instead of Kentucky or whatever they used the last time they did, because it's just because they finished it the same, they're calling it the same, even though it's totally different because it's Canadian whiskey. So
I mean, you and Charles are close enough that you guys could meet up. So I think you need to get a sample from Charles Seagrass, because I mean, so last week me and him both did a rye showdown. I mean, I don't know how many Charles had. I know I had 8. Charles had like 9. 10. 10. There you go. And Seagrass finished first for both of us, and this was a blind.
Oh wow.
So I feel like I mean, of course, everybody's palate's different. So who knows, but. I feel like maybe you did get a bad bottle, so that'd be sad.
Well, like I said, once I had a few other drinks, and I drank Seagrass, I didn't hate it. I didn't think it. I didn't get the dirty mop water or whatever before. It kind of just tasted kind of like what I was drinking already, so it kind of blended in well. Have you tried it on a clean palate? Did you try it on a clean palate?
I've tried it plenty of times on drinking clean palate. Yes, we had like 3 bottles. So
okay.
Yeah. Ours tastes like to me it tastes like summer. It get like you on the beach.
It's really fruit forward and like bright fruit. So for me, I get kind of like He's laughing already. He's like, I didn't get any of that.
Yeah, I wish I would have. You know what's really fruity is
Joe, Joe,
really fruity other than Squirrel and Jigglypuff.
Well, if your wife likes wine, because my wife drinks this right here. She likes this one. It's the Lock, Stock, and Barrel 18-year, and I also have the 20-year. But those are like really fruit forward, really fruity, kind of like a winey type.
Nobody ever hear me say this again. This is the most somebody ever want to be married to listen to the joke. My wife likes this. I'm like, man, I want a wife now. I'm missing out. I'm just making a joke. I'm making a joke.
Her favorite is this one.
You get what I'm saying? No, that's kind of cool. My wife likes this.
Okay, so Joe, honestly, to me, the palates are very similar between Seagrass and that. I think so. That was part of my blind, the Jack, because I had a sample from Charles. Now, to be fair, my sample was a 4-ounce bottle, and I had like that much left, and it had sat for 3-4 months, and so I think a lot of air had gotten to it, so it had kind of mellowed out.
Yeah.
That time. And plus it went through summer and kind of winter. So the temperature difference and all that stuff. So I think that's kind of what made it not fair. So it still finished third, but as far as flavor profile, I would say that at least my bottle was very similar.
Okay.
Lots of fruits. They're both awesome. I mean, I remember when Charles first sent me that, we did like a live the next week. And I was just grinning ear to ear. I mean, that is a killer bottle for sure, that Jack Daniels.
Joe, that stoic face. You're like, yes.
Like you're not.
I'm hopeful and still skeptical on the purchase of the 16-year that I'm going to get. But I'm banking on, for me, because how it's finished in apricot barrels and all the other stuff that it's finished in, just to replicate what it is. But it's now Canadian whiskey. I'm hopeful that since it's something different, that it's maybe going to hit me different on the palate and the flavors. So
we're thinking the same. I want to get that. I'm going to start shopping at Missions too, because I want to try that. Like, I really want to try it. Like, really. B&B talking about it, it's good.
Yeah, they should have. They sold out because they had got a few cases and they sold out, and it only had it at the Pasadena store, and I ordered it online, and then they canceled my order saying that they sold it, but they sent me an email saying if I still wanted it, that they were going to get another batch in, which was supposed to be either yesterday or today. So they might be getting they might have the bottles now, but I already ordered it from somewhere else, so I just got to go pick it up.
I understand. I get it. Maybe I'll check and see if they got one. Maybe I'll take a trip to Pasadena.
Yeah, I mean 220. I mean, you're not going to find it anywhere else at that price, and I'm pretty sure once it's sold on secondary, it's going to go like through the roof because of the price it's already at.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine it tastes like it's worth $200, but
I don't even know what $200 tastes like. I like to hear about it. If it tastes good or not. I don't care if it's $1,000. Like, I don't be like, this tastes like $1,000. I don't think that.
Well, sometimes
there it is.
Yeah,
there's your $200 taste. That's what $200 tastes like.
Joe, so I kind of bought myself not special by some people's standards, but special to me. So I'm curious if you got this one. I assume you probably do. Now, you probably have a different batch, though, because I got a Sam Houston 15 over the weekend. That was the bottle I bought instead of the Willet. So if you have one, what are your thoughts on it?
I love it. I think it's great.
Okay.
I do have it. Yeah. I have the 14 and the 15. I also have the Calumet 14 and 15 and try to compare those two because they're basically the same thing, just except that I think the Calumet, or is it? Yeah, the Calumet is it's a blend of 19 barrels, and then the Sam Houston I think is a blend of like three to 5 barrels or something like that. I forgot. I got to look at the bottle.
Translation: I own the Death Star. I own the Ford lot. I own that mall over there, and I own McDonald's, Carl Jr., and Sizzlers. If you want to go there, I got a little bit of everything. Don't worry, I'll get it. It wasn't available today.
Clearly, Joe, me and Charles both are just enamored by your collection. It's
Joe's like, yeah, man, you got that? Yeah, I had it too.
Like a whiskey.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm sure you have a small batch, right? Like a E.H. Taylor small batch.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad I didn't buy it. No.
I just got that. I haven't even tried it yet. So I'm hoping that it's good. I mean, what are your thoughts on that one?
I was bought one yesterday. I talked myself out of it and bought something else. So once you drink it, do the review. I want to see a review, then I'll go buy some. Yeah, the one he had again. But I'm going to try it again.
So, I mean, only because I live in Kentucky, I guess that's one area where this kind of benefits me. I do see those, I wouldn't say often. Often's the wrong word.
Yes.
Somewhat frequently. So I've had 3 different ones. The one I have downstairs, I have still because it's my favorite. So that was from 2 years ago, and it's still my favorite batch. So the current batches, I'm not going to say they're bad. I think it's still an excellent bottle for, MSRP, 40, 45. I think it's still one of the better $40, $45 bottles. It's not as good to me as the bottle I have downstairs I'm kind of holding on to.
I think it was like $99 out here, wasn't it? It was like $99 yesterday when I went to the store. How much?
Yeah, I mean, they're never MSRP. I got my first one, the one I have downstairs, for 60, and I got my second one for 70, and the third one for 70. But now they're asking 80. Sometimes, I mean, good price is 80.
Yeah, I think I paid 70 for mine. I believe 70.
I'm more likely to buy something I've never had than something I've had before. Sean sent us that, so that's why I was not in a big rush to buy it. Yeah, I want to I want to have more than one sample of something to see if it's consistent on the taste.
Yeah, from different people.
Yeah,
too. It could be cool.
But I prefer to do stuff. If I hear something that's new, I want to try it. Like, what's that like? It's the Whiskey Adventure. There we go. There's a new page. That's one of us will start it. I don't know. The Whiskey Adventure. I'm joking.
My personal thought on the E.H. Taylor line, the small batch anyway, is that it feels like it's getting younger. That's the way the new batches taste to me. They taste younger than what I had 2 years ago. And I would imagine because of the demand that we're seeing across the bourbon world, that's probably true. I mean, it certainly tastes like it. And not that it's youthful. I mean, you're not getting like grassy notes or, like hay and that kind of stuff, but it certainly tastes younger than it did 2 years ago. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't think I have like an updated bottle. I think the last bottle I bought. Let's see.
What doesn't it?
The last batch I bought was 96, and I bought 2 of them because it has my son's. It was bottled on my son's birthday, so I'm going to give him one of the bottles.
That's the Uncut Unfiltered or the small batch, Joe?
That was the Uncut Unfiltered.
Oh, okay. I gotta just keep laughing. I haven't even seen one of those, and you got like 5.
I'm thinking the same that you thinking, man. I'm just like, my gosh, what doesn't he have? It's like,
everyone bow down to the Joe.
No.
My friend has it. My friend has everything. My friend has everything.
No, I mean, so honestly, so here's what's crazy is that, this Smoke Wagon was the first time I saw this at a decent price. It was 60, which I know is still high. I know it is. But I was like, you know what? It's the first one I've seen that it was like at a reasonable price. So I grabbed it. But I have yet to even see it Uncut Unfiltered out here.
I'll send you some. I'll send you some Uncut Unfiltered. We can get it, so no worries.
How do you guys feel about the Orphan Barrel? Orphan Barrel is hard to pull a trigger for me because it's
so
there goes I pull one off the shelf. As soon as you said it, there goes Joe.
Yeah, so
hilarious. Now it's gonna make it suck. What can we give him?
This man needs to stop.
When you have everything.
This is the only Orphan Barrel I have. Well, and Muckety Muck
What can you buy your friend for a birthday? What do you buy your friend who has everything? There's nothing you can give him.
Jim Morrison blood.
There you go. he said Jim Morrison's blood.
No, you need Jesus. You need like Jesus tears bottled or something. Anyway,
he said Jesus tears.
Anytime you're in California hanging AZ, you're invited over, and you can have whatever you want. You can anybody can afford to drink with me because I like to drink with anybody.
Who does?
Sound like you.
Just like me. I'm that. I'm Sean. Know everybody know I'm that. Just hit me up. If I forget, remind me. I will get it to you because it's more about what Joe says. It's more about connecting people, having fun. I want to hear you say it's great and start loving whiskey like I love whiskey, like Joe loves whiskey, like Sean loves whiskey. Of course, I want all this stuff to come with it, but it's irrelevant because some people, like I watch a lot of different shows and people like there's a lot of great people, more than people know. They'd be like, yo, if you tell the truth, I'll help you. They don't want to be played, but they'll help you if you ain't trying to play it. That's just what it is, man. I'll share with anybody. Anybody want to drink with me? As long as you ain't trying to use me. If I know you want to drink and we having fun, I'll share anything with you. Anything I will to help you. Joe, you're good people, man.
Yeah.
I bow down.
You guys are too.
So
I'm just so glad I was like caught your live. I was like I was sitting on the couch and I was like, I'm gonna go get me something to eat, and then all of a sudden I saw you on so I put it on the TV, and then I was watching it for a while, and you just seemed like you had a good attitude, and I was just like, fuck, man. And then you said it, I'll put the link in if you want to jump in chat, and I'm like, you don't need a link for chat. Now I don't know, my mind wasn't working.
Yeah, I get you.
And then all of a sudden you put the actual link to jump on. I'm like, oh hell yeah, fuck yeah. I want to connect with you guys and talk about whiskey. I love talking about whiskey. So
anytime,
cool.
bro. Anytime, man.
and
we can do this all night. Truthfully, I just don't want to hold other people. And B wants to eat, so I'm gonna let y'all go.
So going back to a question that Charles asked earlier, he was asking like, so at what price point do you have to think about it? So if it costs more than this, I have to think about it.
He put everyone's bottom and bottom. the $30 super drink. I feel you, Shine. I do, man. I'm on a little different tier, trust me. But I get you, man. For me, I think when it gets above 300, I'm really thinking 500 it got to be something I really want. But I'm more like Joe. I'm like Joe. Joe went out too. If I had the money, price is relevant. So I ain't right there yet. I'm getting there. I ain't broke, but I ain't there yet.
Price is relevant. It's just if I happen to have the money for it, and if it looks, not really looks, but if I've heard some good things, and I'm just that curious where I'm like, okay, well, let's see, my kids don't need to go to college.
Well, you ain't gotta explain, bro. I totally get you, man. I tell that to a lot of my friends. I clap. I never hate. Whatever you choose to buy, it's your choice. That's all I say. I don't care if you buy a Lamborghini. I don't care what you do with your money. It's your money. As long as you take care of you, what I got to say about your purchases, as long as you're not hurting anybody else. And that's what life is. People are so, instead of celebrating, they hate. I'm celebrating. Yeah. I'm proud.
Yeah, especially with cars, people are like, oh, shoot, why do you need that car? This car will get you from A to B. And I was like, well, this car will get me there a little faster.
I had that argument a lot. Somebody would be mad at some kid buying some video games, but they got a $70,000 car. That's what you wanted? That's what they wanted. Well, if you try to equate that this is more important, no, it's what you like, and you only have one life. Be happy. Don't hurt other people. That's it. Simple things. Love people that love you. Share with people that are going to share with you, or enjoy, even if they don't share with you, feel good about what you're doing.
When you talk to somebody close to death or somebody on their deathbed, and you see what they think about, and it's not the price. It's like, did they have fun? I could have had more fun.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have worked at a job I didn't like so much.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You're going to sometimes do things you don't want to do.
Yeah.
But you want to get to the point where you can do what you love to do. Like if you have a purpose that brings you joy, do that. As long as, if I got paid, this is the truth. That's how much I think I love bourbon and whiskey. Let's say I don't know what other people think, but if you're getting paid a decent living wage just to drink whiskey and talk about it, I don't need to be rich. Just I'm doing something I love and I'm getting paid, I'm happy with that. You know, I don't know much. California's a little bit more expensive than most places, so I'm not going to talk about the money, but because you need a lot more than what people think to live out here. Because unless you already own homes, I don't know everybody's situation. I'm not ever going to get into that.
You lucked out and bought a house in the 70s.
Yes, or regardless, you need to be. If you're not okay,
I think the people living in New York have it worse.
Yeah, but it's all San Francisco, New York, Los Angeles. So to live just to be bare minimum to live well in Los Angeles, I think that you need to be making without having to go into debt at all. I would say about 100 and like we're not being extravagant. Like if you're a renter, maybe 100,000 you could be living okay. If you're not trying to do nothing else, car don't break down, that type of stuff.
If you make 100,000 a year and you're renting, there's an issue.
I'm using that, but the joke you got to think about it. How much house if you're not okay? The average rent in Los Angeles is $2,500, right? That's what the average rent is. We're not talking about buying a vehicle. We're not talking about entertainment. We're just talking about being able to take care of your eating, transportation, insurance. You need to be making that much to live comfortably. Where you like, if you lose your job, you can survive. That's what I'm talking about with a buffer. I'm not talking about debt. I'm talking about you get what I'm saying? I think about it like if you bought a house 10 years ago, it may have been $500,000 at 10 years ago. Today, that same house is going to cost you about $1 million. And that's what the prices have, the inflation. So to even be able to live and have a buffer without worrying about work tomorrow, if you're making $100,000 in Los Angeles, you may be okay. Anything less than that, you're going to have to go into some type of debt. Credit cards.
We should all chip in and make a brewery. I mean,
a distillery?
Distillery.
You may disagree with me, Joe.
I'm down with that.
You disagree with me, Joe?
On what?
The prices of living in California.
That it's high? Yeah.
Okay. You don't disagree. I think about this a lot. And if let's say you have children, you're married, you want to save money for your kids to go to college, if that's what you want to do, and not go to debt for that. I think I read a big old article about it, and they were saying if it's two people, like you need like $400,000 now to do that, or like $220 was the bare minimum to make it just doing the bare necessities with bare necessities.
The bare necessities.
I got to do more research. Check it out. Tell me if I'm wrong. Research it if you want to.
No, you're probably right. I just that's not me. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm a weird dude. Like
cheaper in different states, bro. I'm telling you.
We coming out there living in Rashawn.
A $70,000 house in Kentucky is gonna cost you probably $800,000 out here. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. And that's the thing. So I mean, that's why I moved to Kentucky because Florida was getting as bad as California. Especially where we were in Orlando area. I mean, because that's, a big tourist area. It's growing. And so, I mean, it's not California prices, but it was starting to get there. And so I was like, you know what? I'm tired of doing this. So we moved to Nowhereville, Kentucky. And, now we have a house and the stress is a whole lot lower. And so, I work with my dad because I want to. I don't make crazy money and I'm fine with that. I have a job that most days I enjoy. I mean, there's bad days any day. I mean, at any kind of job, because there's always things you don't want to do. But I mean, for the most part, I enjoy what I do. I like working with my hands. I get to build things and make things for people, and they get to enjoy those for the rest of their life. So I think that's a cool thing to do. I don't make crazy money, and that's fine. But I mean, like you were saying, Charles, I think what it's more about is enjoying what you're doing in life. So I don't really care that, somebody makes more money than me. To me, that's a stupid goal in the first place. Like, what does money even mean? I mean, that's not happiness. So whatever. If I don't, I mean, we've been joking all night about Joe's collection. And granted, I'm sure you've earned it, Joe. So I'm not taking anything away from you. And you have an amazing collection. But if I don't have the biggest whiskey collection, that's all right. I'm cool, man. I have plenty of good whiskey and I enjoy it. And we talk crap about whiskey and stuff, but it's all in good fun because, if you look at like my scores, like when I score whiskey, I think the lowest I've ever scored anything was Woodinville. I think it was like a 5.5, which is like middle of the road, basically, because even the worst whiskey to me is still whiskey. It's still an amazing thing. Even the worst of whiskeys is still a 5.5. It's not a 1 because it's friggin' whiskey.
Well, I mean, what would you rate? Like, see, I had that seagrass and I tried it. I didn't like it, and I gave the bottle away. So where would I? What points should I give that bottle?
If it's bad enough to give away,
I like him too. I'd give away something I didn't like. I wouldn't care.
Maybe a 3 or a 4.
Because somebody might
Well, a friend of mine
it.
came over and he brought me the Balvenie, I think 12 Sherry Oak, and he said he didn't like it. And I was like, oh, well, here, I've got something I don't like. And so I gave him that bottle.
I like it, though.
That actually make it
fantastic, yeah.
Right there, right? Like, you might like this rack of lamb. I don't like that. Give me that steak or
yeah. I was doing the same thing. I take your ribeye, you take my rack of lamb. There you go. You can't go wrong with it, man. This has been fun, man.
So, Joe, I know we're holding you up from eating, but one last question.
You're not.
One last question.
Bees,
Bees like, let's wrap this up. So, one last question to the group, to all three you guys and Chad as well. So, what was the first bottle you guys each had? So, you're already in the bourbon game. You're starting to collect a little bit. What was the first bottle you had that was like, wow, like, man, this is the next level?
Kentucky Owl Batch 1 rye.
Okay. B520 for me.
Yeah, I go say he said Elijah Craig B520, and I'm agree with him.
I like that one too. I got that one.
I agree with him. That would be the first one that really messed me up. Like I told you, it was Elijah Craig, and I think it was that one right there. It was like, whoa,
yeah,
this is it.
Like, well, this is good.
What is this? What is this? Other stuff has been great, but that was the first one. And I've tried other Elijah Craigs, but they've been great, but it ain't hit me like that did. Maybe it's like that first experience, you know.
When the blind, I tried. I think it was the
A921 or
A921.
Yeah, it was good in the blind. Yeah.
It was good in the blind. I was like, whoa! I thought it was a B520.
Yeah, man, I've had some good. This is a long experience. I'm gonna keep going because there's been some good whiskey. Even today, I really like the Smoke Wagon. This was about the Smoke Wagon. I really would, if I can get another bottle around this price, I would buy it because it's that good to drink.
What about you, Sean? What was your bottle?
So previous to finding this one, I was just kind of getting kind of budget-ish, 40 and under bottles, just kind of trying to feel out what I liked. And I was like, you know what? Let me get something kind of special. So I grabbed a store pick of a Russell's Reserve. At a liquor barn, and it was the Eddie Russell #1 Reserve.
Oh wow!
My man, that I mean, I still have it. Like I savor that because I mean, still, even with everything I have now, because this was probably 2 years ago I got this, and it's still like half full. I mean, it's that bottle's like black cherry and whipped cream and cinnamon, and it's just I love it.
I mean, I love the Russell's Reserve, the store picks.
Yeah,
and I can't imagine that that one's probably like the best out of all of them that can be picked because it's from them. They're putting their name on it,
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the name on the back, I was like, well, I got to get this one.
Yeah,
and it did not disappoint. Yeah, that was the first bottle where I was like, wow. And then I remember shortly after that, I got the like Charles was saying, that was the wow bottle for sure, but it was the C920, which then I had that at a bar. I did not get a bottle, and then I was very lucky to get a sample from Charles of the same one. So I was really happy to get a second round of that.
C920. I'm not sure if I have that one. I think I do.
This guy,
man.
No, the B520. I got that one, but
I have to step my whiskey game up. We are not worthy to be in the presence of this dude right here. We are not worthy.
No,
we are not worthy. Dude, I think
I'm honored. I'm honored to be on your channel, man.
Oh man, I'm humbled more than you would ever know, bro. Joe, you got a friend of me, man. For real, this has been a pleasure. Trust me. You don't even know, man.
Hey, Joe, more than anything, man, I just want to say, I mean, we joked about your massive collection a lot, but more than anything, honestly learned a lot, because I mean, there's a lot of the guys that are informed about whiskey in the whiskey community for sure. But I mean, you seem that you're down to earth. You explain things thoroughly, but not in a way that's like
Condescending. You're not condescending at all.
And so I've really enjoyed chatting with you. I mean, we've got to chat a little bit in comments and stuff, but this has been fun, man. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, I wish my whiskey dealer thought the same thing, because he told me he was like, because I told him I had a channel, and he was like, oh, well, let me check out your channel. So he checked it out, and then I went over there to go get some more whiskey, and he's like, yeah, I watch your channel. If I could give you a suggestion, you're kind of boring. I'm like, okay.
So if I can just address something here. I mean, so when I first started out, if you watch my really early videos, I was heavy into the history of bourbon, because that's what I like. Yeah. But it ends up that nobody else likes that.
I like it.
No, I enjoy it.
Let me say, when have you ever heard me not say I didn't?
Well,
I think I told you that before.
If I may interject,
We
I
love
told him that.
Come on the screen so we can just say how much we love you.
She's in pajamas.
No.
I mean, when I say nobody else, I don't mean whiskey tubers. I mean, obviously we're all whiskey guys, so it's different. But I mean, as YouTube as a whole, I mean, because if you watch your analytics, I put out probably a dozen videos that way with history in the front end, and they just skip right through it. It's just there's this dip, and then it's back to then there's like a steady kind of line, but and I was like, man, they're skipping the good part.
And I told him that, Charles. I said, babe, nobody wants to listen to that. They just want to know, is it good? Is it good? That's it. Is it good? That's it.
I like
that's what my whiskey dealer told me was. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just say I like the history because I don't know a lot. For me, when I drink, I just want to know if it's good. But Sean does the research, and I like to hear the history. So I would never know anything about Evan Williams or Uncle Nearest if it wasn't for Sean. So I appreciate that. So I like it. Don't ever think I don't like it.
See, I love him because he is book smart. He's very smart, and I love that he knows so much. But not everyone wants to listen to like 15 minutes.
It was not that long.
Of how George Washington came into the land of the freedom of how he found whiskey.
George Washington never found any whiskey. Okay,
but anyway,
it's hilarious.
Anyway, nice to meet you. What's his name?
Joe.
Oh, nice to meet you.
I've been listening to you. I love your conversation, but my husband.
And to be fair, I don't think I've ever put out a video that was 15 minutes.
No, you're right. Sorry, 25 minutes.
I put on too many videos that's over 15 minutes. Every time I say I even set an alarm, and it's like, damn it.
Yeah,
it's over 15
like
minutes.
25 minutes long. Sorry, I didn't mean
boss in the house.
No, but in all fairness, I told him, babe, they're too long. Nobody's gonna listen to it. They're gonna get bored, and they're gonna go right through that.
A little to the left. Commandante says you're not in the shot. No, she's in her PJs, so she's shy.
Sorry.
But
it's all good.
But he did. He listened, and he stopped doing the history thing.
Well, I've not stopped doing the history.
He still throw it in there. He still do throw it in there a little bit. I like the history, man. I do. I learned more from you.
It's all right, Sean. My wife doesn't like to hear me talk either.
It's just the way it is, man. Millie hates when I say this. Millie's my wife's name, by the way. So she hates when I say this, but the TikTok generation has no patience for an interesting review. They just want in and out, real quick. What's it about? And they're done.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and we owe all that to Vine.
Yeah, for sure.
Vine started that. 7 seconds of funny, and that's it.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. That's how it is. That's how it is. It's true.
And I mean, personally, I hate that. Like, I don't even even the shorts on YouTube. To me, I'm always like, okay, well, where's the rest of the video? Because it's just like a tidbit of the information you're looking for. And I don't know. I guess it's just a different mentality or whatever. But
Sean was born with too much brain.
I think the history talk will be well received about an hour and a half, 2 hours into the Saturday
show. Analyze everything.
Well, so I own like bourbon books that I read, and I realize that that's not for everybody. I get that. I realize that not everybody loves whiskey the way that we love whiskey. That's all right. But I really do. I think that the way that we came about getting American whiskey is really interesting. It came from immigrants. It came from Scotland and Ireland, and they took the same, ways that they were distilling there, and they just used the grains that they had here, and so that became bourbon. And it didn't just become bourbon just by happenstance. It was usually because farmers, they weren't making enough money with the corn they were producing, and they're like, okay, so how can we make more money with this corn we got? Well, let's distill it. We know how to do that. And so all these immigrants, German, Irish, Scottish, they start seeing that, hey, we got all this corn. What can we do with it? Let's make whiskey. And then just by happenstance, they start throwing it in charred barrels, which that history is so murky, and that kind of makes it more interesting. Like how do we came up with charred barrels, and then how we even got the name bourbon is also kind of interesting because there's several different stories there. And the whole history of bourbon is kind of interesting because a lot of it's kind of a mystery, and there's all these like tall tales and wives' tales and kind of like mythos around it. And so I just think the whole thing it's like Greek mythology around whiskey or something. It's just it's a cool thing. But
yeah.
Oh, my wife wants me to bring the dog up here.
The dog talk.
So, Chad, if you've never seen the puppy, here he is.
Oh, look at that guy.
It's a Cerberus. It's a Cerberus.
Cerberus.
It's the boy. It's the boy.
It is a dope name for a dog. Cerberus.
What is that from? That's from something.
Yeah, from Greek mythology. Is it?
Yes. So,
big old baby.
For those that don't know, Cerberus was the three-headed dog that guarded the gates of Hades in Greek mythology. So no one got in and out of Hades without getting past Cerberus. So I thought, what better name for a guard dog than Cerberus?
It makes sense to me.
And nobody could ever pronounce the name.
Yeah, no, like literally,
no
matter who you say the name to, you're saying the name and they still can't get it right.
Yeah.
Cerberus?
Cerberus?
No, wrong. Anyway. Let's move past it all. We're talking about whiskey.
Well, I'm a
Dragland, the stream is going to go at 9:30 Eastern on Saturday.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, I'm not answering chat.
Yeah, we did. I typed in the chat for 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. Depends where you are.
If you don't mind, Charles, if I can just self-promote for a brief second, and I'll get back to
for sure. Say whatever you want.
So I'm probably going to do a pre-stream probably tomorrow night, just to let everybody know what's going on, because I want to do that more formally, but we'll do it here as well. So anyone that donates $5 to us, which we appreciate very much, you will be entered into the giveaway. So whether you do that through Patreon, Cash App, whatever, you're in the giveaway. So this is how it's going to work, folks. First place is 3 samples of your choosing, except for the one we talked about earlier, which is my Pfeiffer Pavitt. And I can't give away my blends because I don't want to buy another one, and that's going to be involved in some content coming up. So
that's why I bought my Blanton, so I could give it away.
I don't buy blends because I don't like it enough, but I own one, a half of one, and it's going to be involved in some content I have coming up. I don't want to buy another one because I don't like it that much. But so those are the only 2 bottles that are off limits. Everything else, first place, you can pick whatever you want. Second place, you get one of your choice, and then one will be assigned. And then third place will be an assigned bottle as well. And we're going to discuss that tomorrow night, what we're going to assign second and third place. But anyway, back to what we're doing here, because I don't want to take a whole long time here. So I had another question that I forgot. Oh yeah, Joe. How long have you been doing this YouTube thing?
Since November of last year, but I started off as just I did the Pocky one chip challenge with my son because he wanted to do it, and I said, and I was thinking of doing a YouTube channel, so I decided that I was gonna. I said, well, I guess that would be a good first video, and so I was like, fuck it. So I did the one, which I'll never do again. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say never because I have one sitting over here, but I have no plans to eat another one because it is the worst chip ever made. But I thought I handled it well. I mean, it was only for 5 minutes, you know, but I've seen people freak out, and I thought my son was going to freak out. I did an aftermath video too, where I showed pictures of him on the floor in the bathroom from throwing up. So it was pretty funny. I got to like video 10 and was kind of like, well, I mean, I feel like this is, I mean, because I was all over the place with what I was talking about.
Yeah. And
a friend of mine said, you know, was over at my house and we were drinking, and he goes, and I was thinking about what I should do another video on. And he's like, well, why don't you do a video on whiskey? You got a lot of it. Why don't you do a video on whiskey? And I was like, yeah, I guess I could do that. I go, do people do that? I didn't even, in January, February, March timeframe, I didn't even know there were other channels that did whiskey. And so I started just posting videos. And then one night I was like scrolling, going through, and of course I, you know, saw ADHD fishing at the time, and it was, you know, now he's ADHD whiskey, and
so now,
and then I saw the shelf turds, and then I saw some other videos that were coming. I'm like, oh man, there's just so many different ways that people produce their content that I was just like, man, I was just like, I don't know where I'm going to fit into all this, because I mean, I'm just going to tell you whether I like it or not. And, you know, maybe some kind of backstory to it if I can find that information.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or if I can't find the information on it, I'll talk about that, you know, how it's probably lacking in disclosure of what it is. So I thought, well, and then all of a sudden, you know, more channels and more channels started coming, and I'm like, or not really, they were probably here before me, I don't know, but I started just running into different channels, and then I started jumping on lives, and then I did my first collaboration with the Shelf Turds. I sent them a flight, and it was the alien video, the alien abduction video, and I did a little bit of acting on there where I'm getting taken away, and the only way they could save me was from you know, doing the flight right and getting all the questions right. So that was pretty funny. It's a pretty good video if you haven't seen it, but I should post it I'll post it in the link, but but it's a good one, along with their video on, and I'm not trying to promote other channels that ain't here right now, but, you know, but they're good channels. So.
Joe, promote whatever you want. It's all good. Help everyone. If you think somebody has a good channel, in the comments, promote them. In the chat, promote. I don't care about that. Don't ever worry. So you free reign to do what you want. If you think somebody's great, support them. What I care.
I think if you're putting out good content that's helpful to the community, then great. Whatever that may be. And like you said, Joe, that there's so many different ways that people are going about this whiskey thing. And I think all those different takes are important. You know, me and Charles, we've talked about this, especially with chat and stuff, all the different guys that show up here, whether it be Dragland or Commandante or AZ or Woods or whoever is showing up. Who was here early? Can't think of his name now. Templar Fidelis. I mean, there's Matrix as well. There's a lot of guys that show up all the time. And so I think what it's about really is not just liking a channel, but also finding a channel that kind of suits your palate, because everybody's different, like we were talking about earlier. So, I might agree with somebody in chat and we might have similar interests, but you might agree with somebody else. And so I think that when you find a channel, because that's kind of what I was after early on. Unfortunately, I wish I had that kind of innocence that you had. I was watching probably 15 channels, and then I decided, hey, you know what, the world needs another one.
Yeah.
But, I think it's fun to find some guys that have similar palates to you, or girls, whatever the case. So that way you kind of have an idea if you're going to like this or not. Because again, everybody likes things different. And I think if you go out there and you search, then you're going to find, not only will you find some fun channels, but you also find some people that kind of match your palate. And I think that's good to have both. Good to have some folks that kind of line up with your palate, and also good to have some stuff that's just kind of entertainment. So I try and keep a good balance of both. So I have a kind of an idea of what I should be looking for. What do you have to say there, Charles?
For me, I just want to have fun. That's all I think about when I come on here. When I go to anybody's channel, I'm just trying to see I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to learn something. That's it. So when you talk about history, I always enjoy it because I learned something I didn't know. And it's like I can go to somebody and impress them. Hey, did you know that this happened there? Did you know that this guy came from here? That's fun. For me, I just want to have fun, man. I don't care what anybody else does. Do you? Like, if you don't like what I like, it's great. If you don't like what I'm saying, okay. I want to be like, I want to share it. So Joe, want to drink something? If I got it, I share it. I wish I had a collection like Joe, because I would share it with everybody. That's just me. I just want to drink. I don't think about it any other way. When it comes to YouTube, B's the one to pull me in, because I enjoy having conversations. And B was way more the whiskey lover. Come on, Charles, drink on this. So I started drinking, and I said, okay, I can get down with this. He said, well, your personality is great. You already like to do YouTube. Just use it. So, okay, we'll do it. And for me, it's just fun. My problem is I never even think about this like a business. I try to go business, but it's not business for me. It's more like, I just want to have fun. You want to drink with me, it's cool. If you don't, it's cool. You want to give me some money, it's cool. If you don't, it's cool. I'm going to buy it anyway. So I don't care. So, Sean, you great. Joe seems like a real great person. I just want to have fun. If money comes because we do something I like to do, it's great. If no money comes, I'm still doing it anyway. So I don't care. I hope I make some sense. I don't look at it any other way. I don't care what other people do. As long as they're living their best life and not hurting people, I'm happy for them. I'm happy that, like I know Sean for a while now, so I'm just happy that,
he's at 500 plus.
Yeah, I want a success, but I'm happy that his wife lets him come on and talk with us. And it's like hanging with the homie late at night. That's what I want. I want to hang with my friends. I don't think about nothing else. I want to have fun, drink. Make sure your husband gets home safe. That's what I'm thinking. That's all I want. I mean, I'm simple.
What are your guys' thoughts on
Can I make
George Dickel?
George Dickel.
I don't hate the Dickel. Sean says George. I don't hate the George. I have never had George Dickel yet that's blown my mind, but I know there's one that's going to exist. But I'll drink it. It's not horrible.
So to answer your question, Joe, I've only had two. Three. I've had three. I had their number 8, and then I've had their 8-year bourbon, and I've also had the bib. I liked the bib. I thought that it still had that.
Which one of the bibs?
It was the 14-year. So
13 or 11? Do they have a 14-year? Bottle and bond?
I'm sorry, 13. You're right. The whiskey's working. See, this is why it helps to not drink. Yeah, 13-year. I had that at a buddy's house. Had 2 pours of that, and I enjoyed that. It still had that minerality, but it was minor. Like it was not overwhelming by any means. The 8-year, not the 8-year, the number 8. I'm sorry. It was okay. I thought the minerality kind of quality was a little more present there. Not that necessarily bothered me, but it was just kind of overall, I didn't really enjoy the experience. It was, well, I should probably, I wouldn't say I disliked it. It just,
Yeah, I have that one.
Yes, of course you had it.
The only one we had.
We gonna have it when the liquor store don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Total Wine don't have it, but
if anybody's got it, Joe's got it.
does.
I got to watch what I say because I mean
Don't worry.
I'm not trying to brag or anything. I hope I don't come across like that.
No.
What?
So
Dude, you don't come
Because
across.
I'm looking at all these bottles that I'm sitting on these table that weren't here before, and I'm like, why did I pull all these out?
Because it's okay.
it's cool,
You're
man.
not
It's cool.
out. You're sharing your love of bourbon and whiskey with us. You're not ostentatious. You're not pretentious, dude. I respect you. You hanging out, having fun, talking to us, and I keep looking, and the time goes by. I thought it was 1 hour ago. Now it's been 3 hours and something. It's like seriously. Well, that's what's it's blowing me away. I'm having fun. I'm like, it's not like, dude, I need to go to end it. It's more like, do we just talking and grooving with it? And this is what let me speak for 1 minute. This is what whiskey B wants to say that it smells like orange high C to him. But whiskey should be about this. We should be talking about it, what you like, what you don't like, and that's the flow of it. That's all I have to say.
Right now on the nose, I'm getting orange high C.
Yeah,
orange high C.
Please forget. How about I can finish up?
Orange high C.
Yeah, yeah, he's showing you.
Okay.
You see it?
Is that that's the barrel select, right?
Yeah, you like it like that? Do you like it?
Oh yeah, I like the barrel select. I do get some type of medicinal type flavor to it. I don't
like that. When you say medicinal, I already know you don't like it. Medicinal.
I want to say Flintstone vitamins because that's pretty generic. Everybody has eaten, especially in this time, have eaten Flintstones vitamins.
I knew it.
I mean, normally the people who grew up on those, there's probably was born maybe in the 70s, 80s, and you're probably ate those. But all the people that are in the 90s and up, I believe, probably had some other form of vitamins or didn't even eat vitamins after that. You know,
right?
That's why we're an obese nation. Vitamins went out the window.
Lack of movement and too many calories.
And just to add to what you were saying there, Joe, like I don't necessarily think of the minerality note or the Flintstone vitamin note in Dickel as a bad thing. It really depends on how it mixes with the other flavors.
Yeah.
Like if it's overwhelming, and that's kind of how I felt about the number 8. Like it was too much forward, and there wasn't enough else. At least the bottle I had. Whereas in the bib, it's there still, but it like there's so much else going on that it's a nice balance.
Do you think the age maybe drowned out some? Maybe the oak, some of the flavors drowned out some of those minerality flavors.
Yeah, I would say because you get in the bib, to me, you get a lot more of the darker notes. You know, kind of those dark fruits, the like the nice rich brown sugars, the caramels, kind of those like roasted dark fruits like plums and dates. Maybe like a raisin in there even as well. So like those darker fruits to me, maybe even like a plum, that kind of balanced nicely with the Flintstone vitamin mineral, and so it wasn't so. Whereas in the number 8, it's more like that same minerality note with like kind of younger hay and grassy notes, and it didn't work for me. But
so you haven't tried the 15-year?
No, I've not.
The now that what's confusing to me is that them and Jack Daniels use the same process to the Lincoln County process, where charcoal filtered type thing. They use that process to make their whiskey, to filter their whiskey.
Similar, yeah.
The only difference is, of course, George Dickel, I guess, maybe soaks it,
right?
Whereas Jack Daniels just filters it through. Mm-hmm. It just drips through. So, I mean, I guess that's the difference. But I just can't see how it. I guess maybe because it's soaking in it rather than. And it's picking up, but to me, charcoal. I mean, I've never tasted charcoal, but I can't imagine it tastes like Flintstone vitamins.
No,
I never tasted charcoal.
I mean, I think that's a good point you make, Joe. I mean, because what's interesting to me is that Dickel, I don't get the muddiness that I get on a Jack, like a number 7. Because like there's this muddy kind of earthy tone that Jack always has to me. I think we probably all kind of experienced that on a number 7. And I don't get that on Dickel, even though, like you said, it soaks in that charcoal for a week. That's their process. Whereas Jack is just basically sifting through it. And, I don't think there's necessarily a specific timeline on that. It's just however long it takes to get through the charcoal. But for whatever reason, I don't get that muddiness on a Dickel, but you do get that minerality. So I don't know if that comes from the mash bill or the temperature they're keeping their mash bill at, or the way they're doing the cuts, or it's hard to say where that comes from. But I can't imagine it comes from the charcoal. I like you said, how could charcoal taste like Flintstone vitamins?
Yeah, because coal is a mineral, so I would assume that's probably a mineral type flavor. But to be specific to say Flintstone vitamin is just weird to me when people say that, because it's just like, okay, I understand maybe there's a mineral or a type of medicinal type flavor, but Flintstone's vitamin specific is pretty crazy to me,
I mean, and if you've ever burnt anything on the grill, you're pretty close to charcoal. That the burnt tips.
Yeah.
That's real close to charcoal. It's burnt carbon. So
yeah, and I've never gotten Flintstone vitamins out of a steak.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know where that's coming from, but I think kind of like we were talking about way earlier in the stream. I think there's brands that get way too much crap, and I think Dickel is certainly one of them. Even though I was not a fan of the 8-year bourbon, I thought it was just very not bad. It was just kind of very middle of the road. It's just there's nothing exciting about it. There's nothing bad. There's nothing off-putting. It's just it's there.
Now, when drinking like Wild Turkey, does it excite you, or is it just like an easy drinking bourbon that you just like to drink?
I think it's more exciting than the Dickel.
That's a good question. I think every time I think Wild Turkey,
that's a funny sentence to say, but anyway.
Let me get into that, because you said something that I like. Like most of the stuff that I like to drink, it's exciting to me. Like Everyone's Bottom and Bod is exciting to me. Wild Turkey 101 is exciting to me. Certain things are like I really enjoy it, and I'm invested in the drink more than it's just I'm not thinking about it. Like I'm drinking Smoke Wagon right now, and it's exciting to me because every time I take a sip of both the Uncut and the regular one, I'm like, man, this is good. I'm thinking about it, so it's exciting. I'm invigorated. I'm ready to move with it. It's good. I haven't stopped drinking yet, so that tells you something.
Yeah.
I think there's like levels to it,
Exciting.
I think when you first get into bourbon, I think Wild Turkey 101 is pretty exciting, honestly. I remember when I was going through like the budget lines, 2-3 years ago, I remember thinking like, man, this is an excellent, and the thing is that's crazy about it is that 101 was the bourbon I cut my teeth on way back in the day when I was like 18, before I was even legal to drink. That's also the bourbon that took me out of whiskey, because I drank way too much in one night and I couldn't even stomach the smell of whiskey for a long time. But then coming back to it like a decade later, there was kind of this preconception that this is just cheap man's kind of bum whiskey, and then as you're comparing it to other stuff that's in that kind of budget range, you realize that this is actually an exceptional whiskey for the price.
Yeah.
So like Charles was saying, so there's like levels to it. In the $20 to $25 price range, Wild Turkey 101 is freaking amazing. But once you kind of start moving up and you start buying higher price stuff, it's not as amazing then. But still a very solid pour for the price. Yeah.
Do you think at that price point that Jim Beam, with all those different ones that they have, their bottle and bond and their foolproof and all that stuff, do you think they're kind of like pushed to the side because of some of the other budget whiskeys, or do you think they're underappreciated?
No, I don't know. I think if Jim Beam was really that great, then people would talk about the same way they would talk about Wild Turkey. And I don't hear anybody talk about Jim Beam. So you make me want to go back and read it. I'll go through the whole Jim Beam line. It's cheap to see, but I don't think it's going to taste as great as the Wild Turkey line. And that's just me. But I'm not trying to be biased. I just want to know if it tastes good. I don't care the price. If you say, Charles, try this and try it's gonna be the best you ever tasted. I'm going there hoping to be the best that I've ever tasted. So it's relevant to me. Like B is more of the price may dictate, but I had stuff that cost real well. It wasn't great. You know what I mean? It wasn't great. It didn't hit like the kind of 18 Johnny Walker Blue Label to me. Like I want that so unique experience. If I pay that much money, I want to be great. I don't want to have to get $50 out of the bottle. I hate it, even though I would do it.
Do you know who Roger Troutman is? Roger?
Yeah. Do it, Roger, do it. Yes. Zach.
The singer?
Yeah, Zach.
You're kind of coming through like.
Okay, I was wondering if it was just me.
Well, I could barely kind of catch what you're saying, and I would hate for you to go through a whole thing and none of us actually understand because you're like.
Yeah,
you're digitized.
Your Max Headroom is strobe lighting.
I'm on the internet that is not up to par, and I've had this argument, but sometimes you can't control the situations.
No, it's been like great up to this point, but for some reason it just started.
It happens.
Hey, Charles, how about that? For once in all of our streams, my internet's doing better than yours. This is the only time that's happened. This is like the one and only time that's happened.
Yeah, it's all good. Can you hear me? How am I now? Can you hear me now?
Still breaking up on my end. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
You're blurry, my friend.
Yeah, you're blurry and you're like choppy.
Let me know when I get clear.
Dragland says it must be that AOL dial-up.
You got mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to horrible, then I guess it is time for us to say goodbye. You know, having fun.
Real quick before we head out, so I just want to say, so I remember like when I first got into doing blinds on my own. I was doing like budget stuff, and so it was like Buffalo Trace, Evan Williams 86, Old Forester 100, Wild Turkey 101. Wife's playing with the dog, so I apologize for the background noise. And also like Early Times Bottle and Bond, just kind of like comparing those, going through the blinds. I mean, and Wild Turkey and Old Forester and Early Times would just continuously show up in like first, second. And so then I really started appreciating like how great these whiskeys were. And I know that maybe the Old Forester profile is not for everybody, or maybe the Wild Turkey profile isn't for everybody. But I mean, there's such. I mean, that's kind of why I even started doing a channel, is because I was like, there's so many great things on the shelf all the time. Like,
yeah.
You don't need to chase blends. You don't need to chase a Weller Special Reserve or a Weller 107 or whatever your thing is that you're after. There's so much great stuff on the shelf all the time. Because it really felt like when I first started getting into this, like if you go on forums and stuff, people were just like losing their minds to find a Blanton's or a Weller or an Eagle Rare, and then after you try them, it's kind of lackluster because and not that they're bad, it's just that when you look at the level of hype and like the way that people blow these things up, like this is the one you have to have. It's just kind of disappointing once you get it and you're like, yeah, it's okay.
Black and Willet, you won't be disappointed.
Okay,
I will buy that bottle off you if you don't like that bottle. I've never had a bottle like that before. And
okay, so
it's just something so different but so good at the same time. And I put it up there with a lot of the bourbons that they just did a phenomenal job on that whiskey. So if you see it for 120, I definitely jump on that.
I gotta say, like,
and I agree with you.
Go ahead.
On a lot of the other whiskeys, but some of us, and like to explore And you're right. You don't have to buy something really expensive to get still a good whiskey. But I don't know. I think that if you're maybe an enthusiast, or you like to explore and taste different things.
Yeah.
I mean, some things are just going to cost more than others, and it's not a negative thing to go out and find some stuff that, yeah, you could probably compare it to.
Now I'm wondering if it's me.
Something that you already have that's a lot cheaper. But hello?
Are you good?
Are we back?
You're good. But I hear you.
Yeah, I just think that people who focus too much on, and not saying that you do that or anybody does that. I'm just saying if anybody's focusing too much on price rather than because I do agree with you that there are stuff that's comparable, but it's still not that, No. Like Kirkland. Kirkland came out with their bottle and bond, their small batch, and then their foolproof or whatever it was that it came out with. But tasting it next to 1792, which it's still from Barton, still the same juice from 1792.
Right.
Tasting them next to each other, you get a whole liter bottle, vice of 750 mil. But at the same, for me, I was like, I'd rather drink 1792, even though it is $10, $5 cheaper. I'd still rather have the 1792 because for some reason the flavors come out more. They're more present than they are from those knockoff bottles.
Yeah.
And not to say that like Evan Williams bottle and bond is a knockoff bottle, because it's Evan Williams bottle and bond, and it's really good, just like Wild Turkey 101. But some of these other bottles that are coming out where you can, if you're looking for a budget, you can't go wrong with going over there getting Kirkland. Instead of buying 1792 for $30 to $40, you get a $20 bottle of small batch, and it's supposed to be the same juice. But if you're a whiskey, if you like to drink whiskey and you know what whiskey tastes like, you're gonna know that's not the same. They got some barrels that are comparable, but it just ain't the same thing.
So real quick, I just want to say, Dragland, first off, good night, brother. Thank you for joining us. Also, though, Joe,
Dragland.
I mean, I have to agree. I mean, so I don't want people to misconstrue what I'm saying. There's no, let me be very clear. There's no equivalent to what Buffalo Trace is doing. I mean, as far as palate goes, there's nothing on the market that's the same profile. Whether you're talking Eagle Rare or Buffalo Trace or say an E.H. Taylor, because that's true of all whiskey. Just like there's not going to be another Wild Turkey 101. That's a specific thing. So if you're after that specific profile, then you have to get that bottle. I mean, so if that's your thing, then it's worth the money, I suppose. And I would say what's similar to what you were just saying with the Kirkland and the 1792. I mean, let's be fair here on what you were saying. I doubt that Barton's going to give Kirkland their best. Yeah. That's not happening.
Yeah.
They're going to give them stuff that, like you said, it's close. It's a good substitute, but they're not getting the best ones because Barton's keeping those. And so I think, kind of like a similar comparison to me is what's happening right now with the Early Times Bottle and Bond. Now, there's people out there that think that the new Early Times Bottle and Bond is the same as the old bottle. Now, kind of like what you were saying, it's kind of the same deal. It's a good substitute, but if you've been drinking the Early Times Bottle and Bond, like
you'll know the difference.
Yeah, you're going to spot it. And see, that's what happened with me. Early Times Bottle and Bond was my daily. That was my budget sipper because I loved it so much. I love the Old Forester Brown Forman profile. Yeah. and that was such a good budget bottle. You know, it was easy to find, it was cheap, and so that was my go-to. Many times during the week, that's what I was. I mean, I went through way too many bottles, and so then when the new bottles came out, and I knew nothing about the changeover. Like I just went to the store, I bought another one, I cracked it open, and as soon as I poured it, I was like, this is not the same stuff. And the thing is that it is the same DSP. So it's the same because it's still coming off the Brown-Forman still, but something is different. Now, my guess is, and we're going to talk about this more Saturday, but my guess is that the person that's blending it can't be the same because it's got to be a Barton employee now because Sazerac owns it. So even though it's the same juice coming off the same still,
yeah,
something has changed. It's not in Brown-Forman's hands anymore, and so something is different. And you can tell. You can tell as soon as you taste it that it's not the same. And so now the junkies have done a video on it and stuff, so that makes it more official.
Well, Kentucky Al's going through that too with Dixon Deadman leaving.
Yeah.
And now he's no longer the master blender there. And their Kentucky Al batch 11 came out, and hardly anybody, people, it was stuck on the shelves for a while. I mean, I haven't really seen it too much around me as of late, but I thought it was I just didn't buy it because I didn't want to I didn't want to chance $300 on something that was actually put in somebody else's hands. The Stoley brothers, hired somebody else to do their blending. So I didn't want to, I just didn't want to take the chance. And I recently saw a flight that was done by Matt at ADHD Whiskey. And he did a flight that somebody sent him, a blind flight, and he picked Kentucky Al batch 11 as his number one out of the whole flight. So, I mean, now I'm thinking, well, damn, because I have batch 9 and I have batch 10, and I wanted to get batch 11, but that's what I'm saying is so many people were like, oh, well, Dixon Deadman there, it can't be as good.
Right.
It can be as good. It's just, are you willing to take the chance? And I found myself to not take the chance for the first time, because normally I was just like, I don't care who made it. If it's good, it's good. But then I just heard so much negative stuff, and especially with like Confiscated. Everybody was so negative about Confiscated. I have Confiscated. I don't think it's the best whiskey in the world, but it's also one of their cheapest whiskeys that they have under Dixon Deadman. Yeah. So I got it, and I bought all their ryes, the 1 through 4, and one's my favorite. I could have stopped at 1 and just bought a bunch of those if I could have found all those, but I didn't, and I regretted getting 4. I mean, some people swear that number 4 is the best. To me, it's not. But that's what kind of stopped me from the Kentucky Al when Dixon Deadman left, and then the batch 11 came out, and then people were saying, "Oh, I'm not buying that," and I'm like, "Yeah, I did have that whole batch 4 thing for me for the rye, and I did like batch 1 better." So, I mean, I just can see how somebody might take something. For the most part, I try to say because even seagrass, I mean, I joke with people who love it, and say, well, I don't like mop water and as a joke, really. But I don't know what your bottle may be different batch, maybe it's just something that your flavor profile, and you get a different flavor from it. I'm sure that if it tasted like mop water, you're not going to drink it if it just across the board. So it must be there must be something triggering in there when I tasted it that made me think of that. Just like Woodford Double Oak, I thought nail polish remover, and I couldn't drink it.
Not as I did when I first tried it, but I still think it's not horrible. I think I drank some yesterday. I pretty sure I did. Am I clear? Am I still messing up?
Yeah,
A little,
you're
lot.
breaking up.
Okay.
I mean, we got enough to understand what you were saying though, but you're breaking up though. Yeah. So yeah, actually that was the other one I wanted to ask you about earlier, Joe, is the Woodford Double Oak. So see, I'm with you. Like now I have a store pick downstairs that I like pretty well because it's more like coffee and more like stout beer kind of flavors. But typically I get more like what you're describing, like kind of nail polish and wood stain. And see, that's what I get on the Woodinville that I don't like. It's that chemical kind of acetone, turpentine.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that turns me off. And so that's why when people are asking about toasted bourbons or like double oaks, I always suggest 1910 because I think that's a much better version of that kind of style.
Yeah, 1910 is like straight chocolate. It's so good.
Yeah. Whereas, like you said, I find on most bottles of the double oak, I get more of that acetone, wood stain, turpentine kind of thing. Not quite as bad as the Woodinville, but because the Woodinville is straight wood stain. It's just straight like I have stained plenty of wood, so I know the smell, and I just translate that to taste, and that's what it is.
Yeah, and I imagine just like this private select Woodinville would probably taste different than just the I'll say regular shelf Woodinville. So maybe because I just got just whatever was on the shelf double oaked and it wasn't a store pick, I think maybe that's where I got that flavor from because it's just their normal stuff, not somebody picking a barrel and saying, I think you should call that Woodford Double Oak. Or you know, however they're tasting those or picking those, whatever store picked it, they probably just found a barrel that was just crazy good, you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to me, it's like a chocolate coffee. I mean, the one I have downstairs. But I mean, as you said, most of them are not like that. So, and and even like B said on the Woodinville earlier, I mean, just from the way I described it, and I'm not talking about in the live, but just from my review, he knew which one was the Woodinville, and I didn't tell him. I did not tell them, which one of the samples was the Woodinville. But as soon as he smelled it, he was like, "That's the Woodinville." Because I mean, it smells like whatever chemical that is, whether it be acetone, turpentine, wood stain, whatever the thing is. He knew.
Yeah.
Charles, I keep hoping you're going to clear up, man. You've been silent too long.
I can't, bro. I'm just waiting. I'm letting y'all talk, but as soon as y'all finish, I'll probably just end it.
Yeah, well, we're finished, man. We could go to the back room and continue the conversation to see if it clears up.
Yeah, I mean, we're going on 4 hours now, so yeah. I think we there's only a few people even still listening to us. And by the way, fellas, thank you for putting up with our nonsense for so long. Commandante, Dragland, I guess.
Yeah, I appreciate all of you.
Yeah, AZ, Sean Will. Thank you, guys.
They didn't hear me.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I'm gonna just shut it down and we can talk later. All right, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
All right, Charles. Yeah, guys, I'm probably gonna do a live tomorrow, just so if you guys want to join.
I'll be here. I'll be here.
Just to chat more than anything.
Okay.
And tomorrow my internet will probably be crappier than yours, so don't feel bad.
It just started too. It just started.
Yeah, it was good for like 3 hours and 45 minutes, and then it just come on,
some things you can't control, bro. All right,
guys.
We'll appreciate all of you.
Cheers, everybody.
Joe, thank you, everybody that showed up in chat. Appreciate you.